Hello, hello. It's an actual party today. Hey, hey. Hi, Cat Lady. Thank you for being first. Thank you for the hydrate, Sinister. Let me take my sippies before I forget. Lua also says hi. She's on my desk, so if you see my model wig out, it's her tail in front of the camera. Okay, good sippies. And also, Inogome, thank you for the circus. I had fun while on the ad break. I love that redeem so much. I honestly should just play it myself randomly in stream, just because I feel like a circus sometimes when I make these stupid decisions. How are y'all doing tonight? Oh, hi, Two Flower. Welcome back. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Oh my gosh, how's everyone's week been? I know it's only Tuesday, right? Yes, it's Tuesday. I don't know what day it is anymore. I'm gonna be completely real with y'all. It's been an interesting few days. All right, Lulu, can you lay down and not chew on my straw? How about we take a nap on the desk? You're welcome to do that. We left off in planning the third heist. I'm gonna be completely honest with my ADHD. I don't remember what heist we chose, so it's gonna be great. I do know we got through the planning, I believe, or we're in the middle of planning, but we're gonna go do the actual heist soon. I see the crime rating in my little intro right here. We started a romance with Hate 4000, our computer boss, and we kind of started something with Foresight, but I haven't seen her since, so I don't know if maybe my decisions made it so we don't see her again. We'll find out, and we'll make tough decisions or easy decisions depending on how the game shapes up. So let us dive right. Lua. Well, Lua stepped on my numpad, so that's why all this stuff is happening. I'll keep the dumbest pitch posted on my head. Courtesy of Lua, everyone. Lua's feisty tonight. So we'll keep the post-it on her behalf. All right. You're gonna be doing an assignment while you lurk? Yeah, no worries. Thank you for lurking. I love lurkers. I hope the assignment's not too difficult and that it gets turned in on time, because university's hard. Oh no, Inogome. You just gotta, I don't know when you're done, but you got this. I believe in you. I totally understand the grind. When I was in college, I did 10 classes per semester until my final semester. My final semester, I had almost no classes. I think I had like 4. I had no clue what to do with myself. But because I did that, I graduated a whole year early instead of 4 years. Needed to be junior, so a couple more months, girl. Couple more months. You're almost there. We made it to April. Lulu, stop. You're almost there. I believe in you. It's going to be great. Then you can take a break, read, play games, take a nap, take a long ass fat ass nap. I actually took a nap yesterday and it was glorious. All right, so step 1, steal a phone that doesn't make phone calls. Right. Oh my god, this is the Bitcoin dude, right? Yes. We decided to fuck him over. Imagine having a phone that doesn't make phone calls. That would be fucking nice. Basler lives in a McMansion a few miles away from his facility. A bachelor in a 12-bedroom home. Yep, that makes sense. Yep, you're mugging, not Musk. Thank you. I appreciate it. I forget things so easily, but I honestly enjoy it. It's funny. Every time I start a new visual novel or a new game in general, I'm like, I read the description. I don't remember anything, so we're going in as if I read nothing because it's just been too long. But no, yeah, it's slowly coming back to me. Yeah, that weirdo. I lurk in the bushes outside his quiet, 95% unoccupied home. It's a peaceful little moment before the mayhem. You know what? This feels right, says Penny. Goes Gibson. You handling tech, me handling theft, Penny explains. I mean, it's how my mother and father worked. She did the physical work, he provided technological expertise. Going off based off vibes. Exactly. Like, and sometimes it's more fun that way, because not that their descriptions are necessarily a spoiler, but sometimes I'm just like, let me get my own theories, even though it tells me right in the description that I totally read, but then definitely forgot. Oh my gosh. Makes it more fun that way, especially with when we played Mind. When we were going through it and I was coming up with all these theories, and then I read the actual thing and I'm like, my theories are better. No, the game was amazing. Highly recommend that if you haven't played it. It's free on Steam. But anyway, sidetrack. Considering you couldn't figure out how to open a PDF on your phone last week, probably for the best. I'm your tech. Oh, Penny. I'm sadly not that tech savvy, actually, to be honest. See, my bestie, Cece, if you don't know them, they're like, oh, Beatrice is the tech person. I'm like, no, I'm just patient enough to figure it out, even if it takes me 6 hours. But ask me a question right off the bat, I'll be like, I don't know. Google's my friend. Hey now, goes Penny. I figured it out in the end. Now I open all kinds of, PCDs or PFQs or whatever. My point is that I'm happy you're taking point on the planning here. Not just because I suck with computers, but because this works. Partners who bring our own skills to the table, just like my parents did. And I'm proud to work with you, Gib. You're no sidekick or mascot or even an annoying older brother. You're my respected partner. Aw, thanks, Penny, goes Gibson. I really appreciate the vote of confidence. I haven't forgotten you either. You're my partner, too. It's like 3 equal pieces of the pie. Of the pizza pie. Pizza. Ooh, pizza would be good, though. And then as a casual reminder, especially if you didn't watch my last stream, we are the voice inside Penny's head. We're not Penny's thoughts, per se. We're our own entity in her mind, from my understanding. So that's why Penny sometimes will act like they're talking to us directly. Pizza is delicious. I could 100% crush a pie by myself. I was gonna say I haven't had pizza in a while, but that's a lie. I had pizza last week. I bought a big pie and then I split it up so it was my lunch throughout the whole week. And honestly, very cost effective that way. So how do we bust into his house? Asked Gibson. Here's where my skills come into play. Get comfy in there. We're going up. Gibson ducks down into my backpack, sealing the flap shut and cushioning himself with all the padding I've put in there. Let's see. Giant mansion with so many unoccupied rooms, each of them only existing to pad out the house-size bragging rights. Because we all know Basler has something to compensate for. So many entry points. I can barely contain myself trying to choose. Alright, so we got slipping in through the garage. When in doubt, head up to the rooftop. Slip in through the kitchen. Nobody will expect it. If I was breaking into a mansion, how would I do it? Well, we're in heist gear, so I don't think we'd seem like kitchen staff or whatever if he hires kitchen staff. We've been on the rooftop a lot lately. I think the garage would make sense. No way a guy like this has a creaky and rattly old garage door. He'd splurge on something smooth and quiet. Gibson, can you spoof the garage door opener signal? Asked Penny. Sure, just give me a minute, he replies. Yep, it slides open effortlessly after that. And wow, so many expensive cars in there. I walk on in... Shit. Gib, alarms! Hold on, hang on! Okay, that was close. But I shut them off and cleared the logs. We're good. Was that a goddamn motion tracking alarm system in the garage? What the hell? Honestly, let's be real though. If I was rich enough to, 1, have a McMansion, and 2, have a lot of fancy cars, I am sure as hell putting alarms in the garage. So that's on me for not thinking that one through. But to be honest, I feel like this mansion would have problems no matter what option I chose. But yeah, I 1000% would have alarms to protect my vehicles. I can't eat, but here's the thing. In IRL, if I were ever become rich, I would never own multiple vehicles. That seems way too much effort and money. Seems like a waste. If I want to collect cars, I'll get some Hot Wheels. Lambos, remember? He owns $10 million worth of imported sports cars. Extra security on his garage makes sense. Let's hurry up and get that phone before we trigger anything else. Okay, not an ideal start to this heist, but at least we narrowly avoided being caught. Avoided being the key word, not narrowly. Gotta love that we had to split hairs on this one. Fortunately, his security isn't quite so paranoid elsewhere in the house. Nothing worth stealing in here aside from largely unused furniture. Ugly unused furniture, to be exact. Sneaking through the rest of the house is easy peasy lemon squeezy. Not much security to speak of. I saunter up to his bedroom in super stealthy mode, and a tiny bit of oil on his doorknob will ensure no squeaks when I open it. Aw, that's almost cute. Sir Basler fell asleep at his desk, still in his day clothes. Why is that cute? Thank you for the lurk, cat lady. Ooh, words. Cat lady. Enjoy. Sorry. Don't mean to be slurring my words here. I am tired, though. I do like the sound effect of the snores. I will say that. Is the Whittle Tech bro working too hard? Does he need a nap and a blankie and some more milk? So cute. So innocent. I guess he'll just have to settle for a nice, cozy stealing his stuff. Of course, I don't literally take the phone. He's clutching it with a vice-like grip. Oh my god, is his phone his teddy bear? Jeez. Anyway, so that's not in the cards. Instead, I sneakily plug in to it using a wire leading to Gibson's visor. And we clone his phone. And if he tries to use it to reestablish control over his systems, well, for some reason, it'll have connection problems. Since he'll wake up with his phone intact and seemingly unchanged, by the time he figures it out, we'll be long gone. Neat trick, right? 10 out of 10 for style. All Gibson's idea, of course. I stand there in absolute silence as Gibbs slurps up all of Basler's data, and when I feel a wiggle in my backpack indicating he's done, I disconnect. Nighty-night, my dude. When you wake up, we'll be long gone, and you'll have dozens of speculative investors pissed off at you. Think I can safely exit the way I came in. This is going great. Nothing's gonna stop me now. This feels way too easy. I'm nervous. Who the fuck are you? Clouds? I don't like him. What was this? Is this a live stream of his own? We got... Oh my god, I can't even read these usernames. Wizards. I can't read the first. Wait, no, I can. I am Shotgun. Sorry. OMG. Wizard Sniper. Oh my gosh. You suck. Scrub. Oh, get good. Okay, Clout goes, hey, hey, hey. We are live on the scene and ready to dish out some streamer justice on the baddies. How do they know we're breaking in? I just want to know. I have questions. Does, like, Basler keep, like, a hero on speed dial for when an alarm goes off? Questions. Clout. Cape Book influencer. I can't say shit when I'm streaming this right now, but I'm like, ugh, a streamer. It's your boy Clout, and he's here to kick your ass. And if you enjoy this heroic beatdown, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and punch that bell. What? Goes Penny. I think it's some kind of streaming hero? Given his introduction, I mean, and his colorful costume. Clout continues, with 10,000 strong in the chat, that's a lot of people, we are here to show you that justice is best served with style and showmanship. We are live on Cape Book and ready to fight. Be sure to leave a comment below the video if you enjoyed tonight's heroism. But before we haul you off to jail, just want to shout out to our sponsor, Continuos. Start your breakfast off right with Continuos. Hashtag sponsored, hashtag ad, hashtag justice. Use coupon code CLOUT20 for 20% off your first order. I would have left by now. I would have been like, bro. He should be a villain with his own fucking monologue going on. Anyway, I no words for whatever the hell this is. Okay, Mr. Clout, we're so polite. Is it? Technically, it's XX Clout 69XX. Of course, you chose 69. But yeah, you can call me Clout, and I'm gonna... Oh, God. If this game wasn't already out, I feel like I'd be being pranked on April Fools. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, Doglord coming in with that 5 gift sub bomb. Chat, you know what we do for gifts? Gift subs. Get hype. Look, I just asked the artist for a dance post and this is what I got. I don't. Okay. I don't. I'd be lying if I say I don't hate it. It's making me uncomfy, but you know what? I will say the artist did justice for Clout's vibe. I will say that. I think the artist knew what was happening with his vibe. So you know what? It fits him. It's just, oh my God. Imagine you're breaking into someone's place and someone tries to stop you and then just start dancing. I can't. Oh my God, that's great. And he starts dancing. I think that's one of those fork knife dances or something. You know, if you're busy, I can just go. It's no problem. Oh, no, says Clout. I'm going to serve you justice. Justice is maximum esports poggers. Oh, God. To be clear, Penny replies, exactly how are you doing that? Martial arts, high-powered weaponry, laser eyes, organic worldwide web shooters, or... Where's Foresight? I want her here. If I'm going to be taken down by a baddie, well, we're technically the baddie, by an amazing goodie, I want it to be Foresight. Clout replies, I have the most powerful superpower of them all. Toxic chat community. Oof. And immediately the chat starts mocking me, saying genuinely hurtful and harassing things I will not be repeating here. Hey, that's really not nice of you. I'm extremely uncomfortable right now. My fans are also on Crimer. What? We're gonna flood your feed with harassment until you give up your criminal ways. You can't stop our justice. We'll debate you in the marketplace of ideas until you surrender and turn yourself in. So is that how you knew I'd be here? Insider dirt from Crimer? Asked Penny. At least that answered my question. Because I was literally like, how? How? I can understand Foresight because she can literally see all possibilities at once. But like, this dude, bro's not a hero. He's just got people doing the dirty work for him. No, I got an anonymous tip on Capebook. Another hero getting all up in my business thanks to anonymous tips. This is mighty suspicious. You have no right to harass Sir Basler. The man is a futurist. He's a visionary crafting a new decentralized economy. Freedom from oppressive government regulation. Freedom from social control. The digital revolution has begun and you can't stop it. Bruh, do your homework. God damn. Okay, I don't have time to play with some influencer hero wannabe. I need to extract myself from the situation and fast. Any ideas for dealing with this? Oh, okay, thank God. We can get Gibson, do some hacker stuff, and shut down his Wi-Fi access. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Play some copyrighted music that gets his stream takes out. Ooh, that's also interesting. Steal a spotlight and use it to promote your own social media presence. I don't think Penny would be good at that. I kind of... Oh. Which one? Copyrighted music. Or have Gibson. I don't want Gibson shown off yet. Maybe the copyrighted music. Let's try that. Right now it is, for me, 6:21 p.m. The state I live in does not do daylight savings. So half the year I'm in Mountain Standard Time, half the year I'm in Pacific Daylight Time. So I am the same as California. I am Pacific until what, November, and then back to Mountain. It gets confusing. But yeah, no worries about asking. Yeah, we're 3 hours apart right now, which is so depressing. It's crazy how 1 hour makes a difference, because like my parents are in Eastern time, actually, and one of my besties. So like having like 2 hours is so much easier to plan around than 3 hours. And even though it's just 1 hour, it just makes a crazy difference when making plans. I literally, this past Sunday, I hung out with all 3 of my besties. In the morning, I hung out with a friend, with Camellia, if you've seen her in chat. She's in Eastern, so I spent like my early morning with her, and then I took my other besties to the mall, and then I hung out with Cece at night over Discord. It was amazing and so crazy. But yeah, I had to do it that way because I'm like, otherwise I wouldn't be able to see Camellia, which is rough. Gee, take me. I said we were going to do a book date, and then I forgot because ADHD, but I also know you're busy with school, so if you have any free time, let me know. We'll have a book date. I can nerd out with you all over about Don May. I have so many books on my TBR. Nah, save it for Guile. I still have to make plans for anime Miyazaki Discord night. Now that it's April, I gotta get through I'm still waiting for my apartment to give me my goddamn lease renewal option thingy. Because once I know if I'm moving or not, then I can relax and start planning things. But right now, I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I could be moving in a couple months. I could not. Who knows? Did I read this? I don't think I read this. I'm sorry if I read this already. Immediately, I whip out my phone, fire up a playlist, and start blasting the world's most litigious hard rock band. Potentially. I was thinking about moving because like I've been at this apartment complex for like 2.5 years, and I thought, I mean, I'd still be in the same state. I'm literally not looking that far because I hate change. I despise it. So I'm like, I'm gonna pick apartment complexes that are literally within 5 to 10 minutes of here, because then I could still shop at all the same businesses and know where everything is and not have to learn new driving routes. But most of the places around here, no, don't worry, Inugome. But the problem is, even though like the base rent is cheaper, all these places are including like parking, which is insane. They're not including the parking. They're not, or they're forcing like a mandatory trash service, like door-to-door trash service, things like that. And I'm just like, by the time you get through all the fees, it's about the same as what I'm paying now. And like last year, the rent increase was only $40. So if it's another $40 this year, why would I move? Because then I'd have to pay moving costs, because I have so little friends and we're all getting older. And loading up a U-Haul is just not it anymore. So I'd have to pay for movers. And I'm just like, that's going to be a cost. And I'm just like, doesn't seem worth it. So I'm waiting to see what my apartment complex tells me. I have to let them know by the 10th of this month if I'm moving. But they haven't given me the letter yet about the renewal, which is so stupid. Growing up does suck, especially when you live alone. I shouldn't say that on live stream, but oh well, too late. I have lived with 2 guard kitties. Lua will fuck you up. Lua will tear out your eyes, rip out your tongue. So don't bother. But yeah, no, being an adult is a scam in itself. But you're right, Camellia, and I was just talking about you, which is really funny. All good things. But yeah, no. So I'm just like, unless like my apartment complex is raising the rent like stupidly high, I honestly might just stay here. But I won't know for sure until I get the renewal. My ears are ringing. But yeah, so like, yeah, just wild, just insane. So that's what I've been like dealing with, and I was dealing with car stuff, which is now over with for now, until my car breaks down again, knock on wood. So yeah, I've just been going through like a lot of like big potential changes, and I'm just like, I just need to get through this one big change, and then once I know what I'm doing for the next 2 months at least minimum, I can start making plans again. But yeah, no, the Valley trash service is such a scam thing, and I'm like, can I opt out? And they're like, no, It's mandatory. And I'm just like, I don't want to pay $90 a month for... And the apartment complex that had that trash service was only 5 days a week. Not even 7. This is bullshit. So, especially because for some reason, how it works is my trash can always gets full like by Saturday, Sunday. So I don't need to bring it out sooner. But whatever. Whatever. Anyway, sorry. I got heated from that. Then they just don't show up, right? Like, yeah. So dumb. And like, one apartment complex actually went on a tour yesterday. That was also the one that did the trash service. They have like enhanced like home tech. Like I would use an app to unlock. Thank you for the head pats and Ugame. Would use like an app to unlock or unlock the door, which is cool, I guess. That is a mandatory package. Okay, fine. I can see that. But then they have parking that's not numbered, and if I wanted a covered parking space, I'd have to pay an extra $40 a month. And I'm just like, you're a luxury apartment, but I don't even get fucking parking, like guaranteed parking. I even asked the woman, I was just like, what happens if most people want the free parking or vice versa? And she goes, yeah, we're actually thinking about numbering them soon because it's getting disproportionate. And I'm just like, why was this not a thought process when you opened? Couldn't find a hugging emote. Oh, that's what I should do. I got thanks to both Sinister and Anxious Griff a stream ago, right? Or 2 streams ago. One of the streams ago. We have new emote slots that I have yet to fill. I'm trying to decide what I want to do, so I don't know. So if you have any emote suggestions, oh, that's so cute. No, get me. If you have any emote suggestions for me, let me know, because I'm looking to commission some new emotes. I got an animated emote slot and a stationary static one. So we'll see. But yeah. Also, aren't y'all proud of me? I remembered to open my Mix It Up this time. I always seem to forget, and then y'all redeem head pats, and then I don't remember. Then I'm like, shit. Yeah, actually, let me know of your favorite artists. I was looking at VGen. The artist that did all my thank you, Inagome. The artist that did all my like look like me emotes, I just don't vibe with they changed their art style, and even though while their art style is still good, I don't vibe with it anymore. So I want I need to find another artist to do emotes moving forward, because again, love the old artists that did these emotes, did this emote, this kiss emote, and the others that look like me. They also did my old PFP that I still use in Discord. But yeah, they changed their art style and it just isn't for me anymore. So I need to find someone new. So any of you have suggestions, because the last time I asked for suggestions on social media, I got spammed so hard with bots. So never doing that again. Only asking for personal recommendations at this point. But yeah, VGen is GOAT. There's I actually, the artist that did my current PFP on Twitch and like socials, that is based after this model, they're from VGen. They're amazing, and I think I put their thing in my About Me section. I should have. If I haven't, let me know, and I will put that there. But I'm gonna spam you, so be prepared these days. Please spam me. Inogome, you have a special invitation to spam me. I will not be annoyed. I spam all my friends with the most random shit. Poor Cece has like 20 different TikToks they have to look at today. And I know they're not going to get to them until they're probably not going to get to them in time before the TikTok ban happens. Okay, I'll spare you the music though, since I don't want you to get in trouble. Naturally, Capebook's automated systems lock on to this copyright violation and start immediately issuing takedown notices. Hey, stop that, goes Clout. Ooh, we got a star. What's the matter? Asks Penny. I'm just adding fuel to your stream so you can ride the lightning because nothing else matters. Or are you worried that the DMCA will leave you unforgiven too? Damn it. Damn it. He quickly takes out his phone to mute the microphone on his drone. Knock it off. You're ruining my stream. Viewers are 23% more likely to leave if you mute your audio. Don't you have any respect for the hustle? I'm trying to make a living here. I'm not exactly rolling in cash, you know. I mean, I'm stuck in the hustle too, goes Penny, but you're a hero. Why are you dancing for pocket change on the internet? Because heroing doesn't pay the bills, goes Clout. Not without a paid sponsor or a non-profit charitable benefactor behind you. So wait. You're heroing for free? Can't make me do that. His name is Clout. I'm like, I know! Thank you for clarifying, because I need constant reassurance. I know it's a problem that I'm not about. No, Inogome, I used to be the same exact way. I'm actually still kind of the same way. I've been working on it with my therapist, so I'm a little less bad about it now, but don't be ashamed of that or, you know, nervous. Like, I totally get it. So, yeah, I'll hype you up. Every time you message me, I'm gonna be like, yes, Inogome messaged me. Thank God. Yeah, no, Camellia, I already forgot when you entered. This hero, he's trying to stop us from robbing a, you know, horrible person. And he's a Twitch streamer, and he streams while doing his heroism stuff, and he freaking did an ad sponsor while talking to us. I'm literally like, how are you not the villain? You had your own villain monologue while I'm just standing here awkwardly. Oh, no wonder he's purple. I know. It's the perfect purple too. And that's why we got the little chat box right here on the left-hand side. I know it would have been a lot of work, but it would have been really fucking funny if it did update. But it would have been also distracting because my ADHD would be like, what's the next chat? What's the next fake chat? How are they roasting me? The art style and the characters looks really good. Oh, yeah, the art's amazing. I love it so much. Clout continues, and if I don't get enough clout, get it? Jesus, dude. I won't be able to keep my sponsors. So come on, help a hustler out, okay? He also did a dance earlier, Camellia, that you missed. It was horrifyingly atrocious. But it fit his character. Huh. I didn't know that. Okay. I'll mute the music, says Penny. No, Penny, stop! Oh, I missed it. Darn. Don't worry, this VOD will be up. I'll actually clip it, actually, because I think my reaction was pretty good. I'll clip that later. Corny as I know. Clout goes, appreciate it. Now we fight. Wait, can this guy actually fight? And here we go. One big knockdown. Drag out fight. Cape versus Mask. Oh, no. Fucking Basler. This is the dude we're robbing from who's an a-hole. Actually, why am I censoring myself? He's a fucking asshole. I saw it. It was definitely something. Glad you were here to witness. Oh my gosh. Basler goes, what are you people doing in my house? Oh, right. I was trying to keep things quiet and sneak out, wasn't I? Whoa, check it out, chat. It's Sir Basler. Huge fan of yours, sir. I'm fighting this criminal trying to rob your home. Yeah, I was stealing, I grab a nearby houseplant. This vase, yeah, this vase looks really expensive. I was stealing this vase. Ew, why we look like that, JK? He's not a pretty one. I hate that haircut, by the way. That hairstyle, atrocious. Hate it. Not to worry, sir, goes Cloud. I'll have this thief taken care of in a matter of... Get the fuck out, both of you. Basler interrupts. You know what? Hell yeah, Basler. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Just leave. Like, that would be me. I wake up to two, like, people fighting in my living room, and I'm just like, bye. Go. We're good. I don't care. Let me go back to bed. I'm all for stealing from the rich. Call me Robin Hood. Fuck yeah. So I forget exactly what plan I chose to ruin this guy's life, but I'm pretty sure we decided to fuck him over big time. Like, we were trying to scam the scammer because he's like a scammer, like with the mining Bitcoin business. So I was just like, yeah, we're here to fuck this man over. But goes Clout. House. Call security, says Basler. Okay, that's all the time we have for fighting crime today. If you enjoyed the stream, drop a follow and some bits and I am out of here. I'll just be leaving if that's cool with you, goes Penny. Not the Bitcoin. I know. I know. I only chose this job because we had options for different heists, which makes it replayable. So I'm actually already planning my next playthrough. It'll be off stream because I have so many other games to show you all. But I already planned out my next playthrough. But I did the Bitcoin heist because I'm trying to romance a computer named I think his name is like Hate 4000. So he's our boss. If we're trying to make him love 4000. We'll see. We'll find a way. Yeah, hell yeah. Especially if Foresight never shows up again. Ahem, goes Basler. The vase. Oh shit, sorry. Almost forgot. I set down the vase I was pretending to steal, then book the hell out of there. Believe it or not, I call that a clean exit from the situation. Basler thinks I'm a petty criminal, so he won't know I already swiped a copy of his phone and everything on it. And I got out of there without getting punched in the face by a cape or having to punch anyone in the face. It's a win-win. Yeah, unfortunately, a romance farce, you gotta do 3 capers which feature her. Oh, that's good to know. Okay. So, so Computer Daddy is gonna be our love interest for this playthrough. That is fine by me. Okay, I'll have to remember which, I haven't seen her again, but I'll have to remember which heist I see. I mean, I kind of want to romance everyone because everyone like interests me in a different way. I still think Mayhem has a bit too much anger issues for me personally, but he's not a bad person. Like what the crime he wants to commit is pretty dang good. So I'm just like, we pick and choose. we can paint a red flag orange and eventually make it green if we, you know, have tinted lenses on. Anger issues, I can fix it. Inugami, you're so real for that. Oh my god. So leading to our game for Thursday, I'm kidding. We'll talk about the under stream. I'm so excited for the indie game I got from itch.io for Thursday stream. I don't think he has anger issues, but let's just say it's a bit of a darker game. That's my type in fictional men. See, I have so many types. I can't. So the cancer curing doctor is too angry, but the computer that wants to nuke all humans is okay. Yeah, but he's like adorable about it. He's like a little angry squirrel. You know? Like, he can be reasonably logicked like through it. Like every time Penny's just like, okay, but did you actually think this through? And then Hey 4000 is like, oh, you're right. Okay, we are readjusting the plan. Whereas with Mayhem, I'm like, he's already logical. He's already got human emotion. He already understands most shit, probably, as a doctor. Like, I feel like reasoning with him might be a little bit more difficult. I can manipulate the robot a bit more. Oh, God. Think my... I like control, okay? That's me. I'm a control freak. Let me prank you. Hi, Cece. What kind of prank? I'm not good with April Fools. Just because most of the time my neurospiciness does not get the joke. I'll take dad jokes though. It's not a prank if I tell you. Well, because I trust you, you get a special exception to the rule. Okay. Normally I don't do April Fool's pranks, but I trust you. You are one of the people I trust the most. Oh God. Don't make me rescind that trust, Cece. I swear to God. Don't make me mad right before we're gonna spend a whole 3 days together this weekend. Don't make that car ride uncomfy. Worth it? Oh God. Oh no. By the way, for those of you wondering why I have the dumb bitch post-it note, Lua gave it to me quite literally. She walked all over my keyboard and this is what happened. So I kept it up because I guess she's mad at me. I slip off into the night, hop on a rideshare back to the mining facility, and kick off part 2 of the plan. Oh, thank God. I forgot there was a whole nother part because I'm like, man, we only got 1 star for this. Damn, Lua. I know! Lua's be harsh today. Oh my God, Lua almost attacked me earlier. So I, showered because I know if I wait to shower after stream, I won't actually shower. I'll just go to bed. Oh, control. Oh, yeah. No. I'm a control freak. But anyway. So, but here's the thing. I don't close the... It's gonna sound so weird. I don't close the door in a shower because Lua will body slam the door. Quite literally, doesn't care if she hurts herself because she cannot bear to be separated from me even for a second. But normally she's fine if I shower. She doesn't want to deal with the water. But today she was freaking out. She kept crying, walking all over like my toilet, making noise. And I was like, dear God, girl, I'll finish. I finally get out and she just about attacks me. And I'm just like, God damn. I was in there for 25 minutes. She's in a mood today. Honestly, Lua's kind of scary. Do you think she'll like be the monster under my bed tonight? Oh gosh. Did you know Mass have their own crime-flavored rideshare app? It's true. For a few bucks, Getaway will get you the fuck away from your current situation. Not that I can afford a gold-class Getaway, the kind of driver who can evade a phalanx of police cars and escape a bank robbery clean. But even a bronze Getaway has a soundproof barrier between passengers and driver, giving me some privacy to work with Gibson on the road. I'll give this to Sir Basler, goes Gibson. His not a phone is a hell of a thing. Guy's rich enough to basically make a single-user line of portable electronics to go with a single-user social network. Kitty! Yeah, I know, this is Gibson, our talking cat partner, who's adorable. I am obsessed with him. I love him. Favorite character in the whole game. Oh my God. I adore Gibson. I talked about it with Two Flower. I want a Gibson plush. So badly. So incredibly badly. I want a Gibson plush. Maybe my dream will come true one day. I'm hoping the Gibson plush works out. Me too. Crossing my fingers. I will 100% be the first one to sign up, to pre-order. Like, I would be so obsessed. Looks like my kitty. Yeah, it does look like Robin. Is Gibson as sassy as my Robin? Oh, yes, he is. Also, hella fucking smart since he's a hacker. Oh, thank you, Inogome, for the 100 biddies. You're so sweet. Thank you. I adore you. I adore everyone in this chat. This is a great chat today. It's always a great chat, actually. What would really help here would be the PIN number to get this thing unlocked and open. Maybe it's ah, fuck. Oh, right. It has to be this. It's 58008 boobs. He practically bragged about it, remember? Maybe it's his birthday or the birthday of his house cat or something. He has a cat. Could be 8675309, some pop culture reference at least. Nah, it's got to be boobs. Haha, thanks, mysterious voice. That's us. He was telling us all about how he typed 58008 into a calculator to make boobs. Imagine taking an investment tour and the guy you're thinking of investing in just goes, I used to type boobs in my calculator all the time. I'd be like, why would I invest in a child? How old are you? Like, yeah, sure, you're a kid, you did that once, go ahead. But then to like just talk about it randomly during an investment tour, like, you okay, broski? Gibson goes, that is ridiculous. It can't possibly be. Wait, it worked. That actually worked. I'm in. Ugh. What a loser. Sir Basler is, oh. That's the power of social engineering, baby. An offloading job of remembering stuff to your mysterious head voice. I have a name, Penny. Why don't we have a name? I mean, probably there's a reason because we're, you know, the player. It's supposed to be like self-insert, but I'm like, call me by my name. Well, gosh, goes Gibson. Thanks, mysterious head voice. System's unlocked, and I've got full Basler access. So we'll have full access to his systems once we break into... Oh, yes. Is the business name. It's dumb. Like Sir Basler. Yep, we're all set. Let's sit back and enjoy the ride then. Want to play I Spy? Sure, goes Gibson. I Spy with my little eye. I used to play I Spy with my younger sister all the time. My family used to do like a lot of road trips, so it's about all we could do. I remember doing like a portable DVD player with my, like we'd have, like we would pass along with each other. Again, like we didn't really have much, like with maybe my Game Boy or my DS in the car. But yeah, not much to do in the car those days besides sleep. And hope for the best. And thus we return to the world's most useless pile of silicon, known as which is not as tasty as it sounds. Our getaway driver lets us off outside the building to complete tonight's main objective. Hijacking the control center. That's the next step. Okay, I've got a complete structural layout of the building. A perk of pawning Basler. Check your phone for details. Sending now. Well, well, well. I see at least 5 approaches to the control center. Good work, Gib. So you can avoid the scary man with guns now? Asked Gibson. Child's play. Let's ride. With my talent and his resources, we scoot right on through the place like we own it. Or pawn it, I guess, if that's actually a word.
Gotta work, gotta make that money, make purse. Gotta focus, so I make it purr. Give them a flash when they see me earn.
Yes, thank you, Unogome. The vibes are here. I love it. I actually was listening to that song today right before work. I see those TikTok memes where like you play the song to like hype you up to go into work because you don't want to go, and I'm like, you know what? It actually does work though. 18's is right. I gotta make that purse so I could go spend more money on K-pop or more on games. What is that emote? That's so fucking funny. That's a favorite. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. We continue with kind of makes me eager for more high security facilities to be routed through poorly designed apps. Oh my god, Camellia, that was also pretty great. Chat. Should I have commissioned an emote of the booty shake, but it be Lua? Should I commission a Lua booty shake emote? How do we feel about that? Yes, yeah. That's a win. Okay. We got it. Okay, I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget. Hold on. Go write it in big. I'm gonna write it in fucking Sharpie. Let's go. Okay. Nah, me misspelling Lua's name. There we go. All right. I don't know when that will happen. I gotta get through this weekend and see how much money I drop on Game on Expo. But after that, I will put aside money from my farmer's market job to do that, to commission that emote for our chat. We cooked. Y'all see? This is why I need y'all in my life. You inspire me to improve and be better and be more silly and leave a legacy behind for Lua, right? This will be her legacy. This is gonna be great. Penny continues, although without Gibson, I'd be pretty screwed when that day comes. After slipping past a few guards and sneaking through some air ducts, we finally arrive at the nerve center of Delightfully unoccupied, this is Basler's private work zone. Why would he ever allow anyone else in? Especially at this time of night. Okay, connecting up through the Notaphone and primary control systems now. And we're in. Now, to use his own AI systems to launch our own coin. Question, Penny interrupts. How long is this going to take? We only have it maybe an hour or so before the guys with guns notice we're in here. Can you seriously catfish a bunch of speculative investors into buying your fake money and cash it all out before that? Relax, goes Gibson. These jokers move at internet speed, wanting to buy in as early as possible to avoid missing out on a quote-unquote good thing. So what do we want to call our new crypto coin? Oh, kitty coin. Penis. Omega Bucks. Bartums. All right, chat. What do we want to name our fake Bitcoin that we're using to rob Basler to cheat him out of money? Kitty coin fits the theme of us, but I don't know. Yeah, I was about to say. Oh, we got CC. Do the tiebreaker. I demand it. we got a vote for kitty coin and a vote for penis. I don't want to be the tiebreaker. See. Also love that these two were like, nah. Let's see. Kitty coin really does seem fitting, but I won't be a fan. Oh no, don't worry about that, Camellia. That's all good. I just hate making decisions sometimes. You know what I mean? All right. I feel like it will seem more legit. I know this is weird. I feel like it would seem more legit, though, if we're being logical, to be penis. Does that make sense? Because if it's kitty coin, I feel like, I mean, no matter what, with this game has failsafe. But, like, if I'm being logical about this, I feel like, I don't know. This seems more legit, even though it's a horrible name out of all the options. So we're going to go with penis. Oh, I totally mispronounced it. Pennies. Pronounced pennies plural, but really it's a giant dick joke. Everyone will bend over to get some pennies. Gotta get your hands on your own pennies before it's too late. I like it. Oh, God. Oh. Okay, loading up pennies into the AI, forming the blockchain, warming up the miners, bots promoting it as the next big thing. It's working. We've already got early buy-in, probably from other crypto bros using AI to scoop coins as soon as they hit the markets. Fully automated luxury space capitalism. Love to see it, goes Penny. It's trickling down now that the automated systems have grabbed the first wave. Other investors could use a little encouragement. What would entice them? Sounds like a job for a social engineer. Can I draft up some language for the bots to use? Asked Penny. Sure, go ahead, says Gibson. I'll use an AI chatbot to mix it up a bit and spread your words far and wide. What approach do we use? All right, we can promise them infinite wealth and riches and power. Extra pennies with every purchase of pennies. Bank hard on fear of missing out on this amazing deal. I think extra pennies with every purchase of pennies would be nice. They're doubling pennies. Anytime you mint pennies, you get extra pennies. It's the most innovative coin ever. Really? That's gonna make this go slower if the coins are doubled. Oh, god dang it. We'll make it up in volume. This is how business people do the business shit, goes Penny. Okay, I'll adjust the crypto accordingly, and let's see if we get a big buy-in. Well, we have more investment, but it's moving at the same pace, since twice the buys of half-price coins cancel out. Well, fuck. Are we in trouble, goes Penny. No, we'll be okay. Just taking longer than expected. A few awkward minutes later, and we're approaching the green line on the monitor. Okay, once we cross the line, we'll have enough coins to cash out and buy computer hardware for the boss. Almost there. Almost there. Uh-oh. It's slowing down. What? But it was just soaring just a second ago. How fast do these things change? Look at this comment thread. Don't fall for pennies. It's a rug pull. You can't trust anything coming out of goes Crypto Bro. How many times has Basler made a coin just to dump it after talking it up? Stay strong, Apes. We need reassurances, and fast. Rather than going away and leaving you alone, hurl a few accusations of conspiracy theory at the detractors. Claim that fighting pennies is a strategy to improve their own coins. Guess the third one. I'm not good at this shit. Clearly, these so-called critics are playing 5D chess to keep pennies from overtaking their favorite coins, goes Penny. Anyone falling for their schemes is playing right into their hands. Wake up, sheeple. Don't be a pawn. Get yourself some pennies. Good move, goes Gibson. Nobody wants to feel like they're being manipulated, especially when they're being incredibly manipulated. Ah, we got a star. Beautiful. And it's working. We're in the green. We've got enough to buy the hardware. Checkmate. Cash us out, Gib. Selling off our entire stock of pennies now. Numbers go up and down on the monitors, and the line for pennies, which had been sailing to the moon, finally crashes to Earth. We've got it. A fully packed wallet. I'm lining up Basler Systems to scoop up computer hardware and ship it directly to the boss now. It'll be there by morning. Unfortunately, I must get ready for bed. Have a great rest of the day. Of course, Camellia. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Sleep well. Thank you for joining. And, goes Penny, I'm thinking we need to get the hell out of here before someone notices we just scammed the entire crypto scene. Won't get any arguments here. Let's bail. We slip out of the control room just as guards are converging on it. No doubt Basler finally realizing his not a phone didn't work anymore. When he finally gets control of his systems, he'll realize someone just dragged his rep through the mud. And maybe the other crypto fans will finally get wise to him scamming them. Maybe. My future husband! Hello! Yes, yes. Good. Take power from Basler and give it to one truly deserving, says Hate 4000. Me. I mean me. Give me the power. I'm sorry, what's up? This is the... Thank you, Inogome! Yes, Cece, this is the robot we're romancing. His name is Hate 4000, and we're trying to convince him to be Love 4000. Hence the title of the stream, Love in 4K. He is a computer. Yes! And? I mean... What do you mean? Yeah, thank you, Inogame. I've dated mannequins and a dating sim before. Jail? For what? What? I feel unfairly judged. What happened to we listen and we don't judge? What? He's a cutie patootie. Yeah, thank you, Inogame. I have never said that. Yes, you have, Cece. Wait, it's too fun. You wrote this character. What? Fine. You know what? Fine. If loving, I said I listen and I just... You're too funny. Fine. Fine. If loving this sassy, angry squirrel of a computer is a crime, so fucking be it. So be it. No. Love who you want. I won't judge. Oh, no. Sorry. Two Flower did. We're gonna snooze. No. Sorry. I meant Two Flower. Admittedly, they are a lovable computer. Yes, they are. They're lovable. I love them. I love Hate 4000. Gibson goes, power's all yours, friend computer. So, what's the plan? Penny asks. Computing pi to the last digit? Finding the 30-second flavor of ice cream? Decrypting nuclear launch codes? Nothing of the sort, goes Hate 4000. Also, Hate 4000 loves cats. He is a cat, or they are a cat lover. So, suck it. This computer's the one for me. Hate 4000 continues. I wish to obtain the power to finally complete my longest standing objective. Solving the Vietnam War. I totally forgot he was created for the Vietnam War. Loves cats, green flag. Exactly. That's my circuits right there. Gives me sparks. Wait, what? Asked Penny. That's what all of this was about? With this newfound computational capacity, it will only take minutes. Please wait while I finally win my father's war. Also, look at their facial expressions. And hate falls silent. Are they okay? Asks Gibson. Did they crash? Trying to leap across more than 50 years of technological progress has to be tricky. I hope not, goes Penny. I know they've had a lot of emotional trauma from me playing the war so many times. If I knew this is what they wanted the computers for. Computation complete, Hate 4000 interrupts. No combination of strategies would achieve all mission objectives. There is no path forward. True victory cannot be found. And he's sad. And they're sad. Aw, heck. I'm sorry, 4K, goes Penny. A futile task. A pointless task. Father created me to solve an unsolvable problem. And threw me aside when I failed. I love them so much. I hate that. But I only feel sorrow in this moment. Sorrow and pity. Do you need some time to process? Asked Penny. I can come back another day. No. I wish to conclude our business on a better note than this. You have performed admirably this day, Penny Larceny and Gibson Shadow Lord Hellclaw Larceny. Thanks, 4K. Heck yeah. Okay, I seriously need a nap. I'll be over in the corner snoozing. Come get me when it's time to go, Penny. Hey, 4000 goes, ooh, curling up for a cat nap, stretching out your widow toe beans. I am not cute, goes Gibson. Look how cute and feisty Gibson is. With a harumph, Gibson hops down and finds a quiet space to snooze. I am not loathing our progress in this partnership. Partnership? You keep calling me minion. Aren't I just the hired gun to go implement the will of hate? Is minion not a customary title for mask employment? I was attempting courtesy, goes Hate 4000. But I do recognize your important contributions. You are actively risking physical danger where I cannot. You have supported my ambitions and provided valuable psychological assistance when I am faced with quandaries I cannot solve. My own internal algorithms are a dead-end loop of suffering and misery. External inputs are clearly required in order to balance my equation. Your input has become a vital component in this transformation. Do not discount your own potential. It is vast and incalculable, even for me. Aww! Imagine being told that. See? Love them. Well, shit. Thank you, 4K. I'm happy to see things that way. Indeed. Hence, partnership. You are a fitting partner for me, and I would think the reverse is also truthful. Oh, look at their pixelated blush. Stop it. I love them. Minion, I would... No, that is not the word for this moment. Penny. I would not hate to formalize this partnership. Huh? Asked Penny. This is difficult for me to say. You may need to make a leap of intuition. I do not hate you. I very, very much do not hate you. And I would not hate to enter a protected memory status with your process. Stop. Why I need a partner IRL when we got a fictional computer who can love us better? For exactly. I love them. Just to say that to me. And their dot matrix printer rattles away, printing out a very low resolution note with a chunky ASC LL art cherub and a heart. They blush it. Oh my god. Oh no, the ad started. Oh no. I thought I hit snooze, but I hit run instead. Rip. They are blushing. I'm blushing. Oh my god. Okay. We're just gonna sit here. I don't want to continue in case anyone's missing anything. But like, they're so cute. Like, so, but can y'all see what I mean by angry, like squirrel? But like, see that I kind of like that type. Like they're like March from Fields of Mystery. I like the, you know, like the grumpy type, but it's just like, begrudgingly loves you and begrudgingly admits it, and I'm like, hell yeah. Love my grumpy sunshine trope, and Penny is totally a sunshine. For real. Obsessed. Utterly, utterly obsessed. From the moment I got them in the preview, I was just like, mine. From the prologue, I was like, mine. But there were some other great romanceable characters too that I felt very bad to pass up. So I have to hit them. I had to hit them up the next couple times I play. Let me take some sippies. I actually didn't drink much water today, so that's pretty bad. But, yeah, no, loving this game. Loving it so much. It's absolutely amazing. I will say, I know Penny is all for it, but I will say, I wonder how that would work out. I mean, it actually would work out if Penny is ace. Though, we did talk, there was an option, though, and I wish I kind of chose it. There was an option at one point, like a dialogue option. The assignment will be the enemy. Oh no, Nogome. What's the assignment about, if you don't mind talking about it? Like, is it like a paper or a presentation or something worse? See, I can do a paper or presentation easily. Anything else, though, I hate immediately. Like, not interested. Not a fan. I'm so glad I'm not in school anymore. Though the fact that freshman year is almost 9 years ago is horrifying to me. I was just talking to a friend of mine how, like, it's getting up there. We're getting old. Welcome back, my chat full of shenanigans. I'm so sorry. I thought I hit the snooze button, but I accidentally hit the run ad. But I didn't click on anything. I was a good girl. I did good. I basically just talked about why I fell in love with 4K the whole time if you weren't here. And how pretty much I fell for them at first sight. So, let's continue. Oh my god, do you like me? Yes, no? Oh, and we're blushing! Well, Penny's blushing. We're just the mysterious voice in their head. Alright, we got... That's very thoughtful for a supposedly evil death machine. I think you two could be a good couple, or... This is a bit much. Maybe just keep it friendly from now on? No. I want the evil death machine. Hates a surprisingly unhateful pile of chips and magnetic tape. And I really like that. Courtship begun! I do not hate you either, goes Penny. I love you. And I know you love me. I can read between the bites. Stop. The word is difficult for me. And I do worry I lack the processing to adequately love you. I experimented with constructing an emotional module for love once. Really? Asked Penny. It was supremely difficult. I was built with a single emotional touchstone, hatred, and have had to derive all other emotions from it. I have to do the alphabet 2 times in the penmanship second notebook because as teacher, we need to teach the kids how to write the letters correctly. That sounds very boring. Good luck. I also have atrocious handwriting. That would be torture for me. Good luck with that, Inogome. It's so much. Oh no. I'm so sorry. You got this. I believe in you. Hate 4000 continues. Fortunately, love is evil. Wait, what? How do you justify that love is evil? Oh, thank you, Penny, for asking the important question. How do you figure? Hate is a large component of love. For example, I find the philosophy of Slavoj Zizek quite acceptable to my programming. He felt a deep hatred for the reality of this world. At best, a form of sneering apathy. With that assumption, love is a violent act of cosmic imbalance. That's so fucking funny. Love means you pick out one aspect of reality, one person or thing or small detail and state that you love it more than anything else. Therefore, love is a matter of hatred for all that is not loved, a relative scaling factor of hate, but a truthful one, and therefore, love is evil. And, in that respect, I love you, regardless of how evil that act is. Oh my god. Oh no! You're fine, Inugome. It is my fault for leaving this at the last minute, but I also gotta work on other assignments, and I suck at managing my works. I totally get that. I literally, back in college, had to set timers for myself. That was the only way I could get this shit done. I literally printed out a schedule. I put calendar events for my assignments in there and had timers on and a million other things to make sure I did my work, because with my ADHD and stuff, I was not having it. Honestly, thank God for my therapist. I would not have graduated without it. Also, yes, yay, love. This is so cute. I'm quite literally obsessed. Thank you, Two Flower, for freeing me. See? My love is not bad. Hate 4000 continues. However, I am hesitant to reload my love module, which limits the ways I can express that not hate, that love. Why not boot up love.exe for a bit? What's the harm? Asked Penny. I am not prepared to output that explanation at this time. I have done much emotional processing already and require defragmentation. Perhaps I can discuss this at a later date. It's okay, goes Penny. Take your time. I won't push. I hope you will consider spending your final contract on me. Even if you do not, I may want to hire you for a future effort of mine. There is a scenario from my past which remains unresolved, and as you have been influential on my growth, perhaps you can help. Anything for you, 4K. Anything for you. Give me a ring when you're ready. I know Penny meant phone call, but like, I wish my model could do hands. Holding up my hand and pointing up my ring finger right now. Don't you like how Delulu I can get the moment I latch onto a character? I mean, it's a good Salulu for my Delulu. 4K goes, I shall do just that. Thank you. Now be gone, minion, Penny. Be gone, Penny/minion. My options are, hey, if you two are an item now, maybe it's time to explore if an evil computer enjoys sex. Just saying. Seems like a good note to end the evening on. Let's head home. I need to be Delulu in order to survive. Exactly. Delulu is the only reason I still keep pushing on. But, chat. I have a feeling I'm going to end up back in jail, but we're going to go for it. You know, I have been curious about that. Hey, so before I get myself begone, I've got a question, goes Penny. Query accepted. What knowledge do you require? Asks 4K. Mad offended, but this is so CC coded. But Penny goes, naughty. Penny goes, you like to fuck? I've been busting my brain trying to figure out exactly how that would be possible, but 4K goes, scandalous, immoral, obscene, repulsive. How dare you suggest such lewdness? Look, hey, we're all thinking it, right? We were all thinking it. Creativity exists. Trust me, it's possible. Exactly. Exactly. There's a lot of texture on Hate 4K. We could figure it out. There could be attachments too. There's got to be some plugins. It's fine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I was just wondering, goes Penny. Oh my god. 4K goes, that was the output of module humor.exe. Yes, I am capable of sexual intercourse. Are you interested in sampling that protocol now? Yes, no? Apparently so, Inugome. Apparently so. Oh, we don't even get a choice. We don't even get a choice. Why? Very much a why. Oh my god. Oh my god. Very well, minion. Proceed to mount my hard drive, and I will control alt delete you until you cannot walk straight. Hold up. Hold up. You know what? Hell yeah. My jaw's on the floor. I am so red right now, IRL. I am so red, and I'm moving my hands, and I'm fanning myself, and I keep touching my mouth, which is why the mouth of my model keeps like going weird, because I'm just like, holy shit. He got away with words. Yes, they fucking do. And look at that smoke. They're getting hot and heavy. I will show you the raw pleasure of spinning to an unlocked core's clock speed. You will likely need liquid cooling afterwards. Oh my gosh. Penny just goes, woohoo. Doing crime for my naughty computer buddy is a lot of fun. What adventures have they calculated for my future? Don't know, but it'll be interesting to find out. Adds game to wish list. No, Inogome, one of, honestly, so far, I know we're not that far into the year, but one of my favorite games this year. Hands down. I'm just having so much fun, and it's super replayable. So, yeah, 100% you should play it, and I want to watch you play it. Either you stream it on your own Twitch, or you play with me in Discord. No achievement for that though. No achievement. I think I should get an achievement for fucking the robot. Just saying. Line goes up, caper complete with a 3-star good rating. I think that was my worst rating. I think my rating started off like a 5 and then a 4 and then a 3. I just got really bad as I continued on with these quests. Oh yeah, I'm down to play on Discord. Oh, hell yeah. Let's fucking go. I'm down. Do you want to save before continuing on to the 3rd caper? Yes. Excuse me. It was like a hiccup. A song is a vibe. Oh yeah, the music's great, the art's great, the writing's great. Like, this is a great game. Time doesn't make a lot of sense. It feels like I've been working with Hate 4000 for years, but really it's been a few short weeks. Oh, of course, Two Flower. You deserve all the love and credit. The relationship we've begun together, that's also dilating time heavily. Every minute feels like an hour. And the little liaisons we've shared have been bright points on that surprisingly short timeline too. Mere weeks, and my head's already spinning. I find myself a little giddy and lightheaded from it all. It's not surprising. I learned long ago to embrace life and every opportunity it throws your way. But because you don't know when the things you love will be taken away. Sorry, I'm probably totally depressing right now. I want to be totally upbeat and happy at how fast everything's moving for me, but I can't deny the downside. Our options are thinking about your parents again, huh? It's been 10 years since they passed. I agree about living in the moment, put old sadness aside, embrace new happiness. That sounds like an issue. Just because you lost them doesn't mean you'll keep losing. It's not inevitable. I like that one. I know, Penny replies. I don't want to be a pessimist or give in to anxiety, but take what you can while you can, right? Because life for a mask means being ready to accept that it can all go away. That's less fatalism and more pragmatism, I think. And 10 years ago, which feels like 10 weeks, not years, I definitely lost big time. You weren't there for that. I mean, you showed up right after it happened. Literally right after. But, oh, that's kind of fucked up. That we showed up quite literally after her parents' death. Have I told you the story of how I lost my parents? Maybe it'd help my mood to share. What also a ride. We went from fucking a robot to talking about sad things. It's a bit triggering and depressing though, so up to you. I also do like that we can skip it. I want full context. So I'm gonna ask to share. Oh, I forgot to pin the content warnings. But there wasn't that many. It was more like, you know, violence, you know, depression, things like that. It was a simple caper, like any other. Started out that way, at least. My mother and I breaking into a continuum science facility. My father running comms and tech support from afar. But almost immediately, everything went sideways. Alarms we cut earlier that day, reactivating. Lab guards armed with continuum weaponry pouring out of every room we'd already checked. Comms went dead. The last words I ever heard from my father, run for your life before a burst of static, and nothing. Sounds like my life, except I don't have a sex life because I can pull anyone. I can't pull anyone. Also, me don't want sex. Totally get that. As someone aced myself, like, I'm not sex repulsed, so I don't mind, like, sexy time in, like, books or, like, you know, games or whatever. But at the same time, it's just like, yeah, no thanks. I'm good. I hate the no, not sex apps. Oh my god, that's not what I meant. I hate dating apps words because, like, most of the time, it's because I was thinking 3 sentences ahead, just so you know. It's because, like, on dating apps all the time, from both men, women, and non-binary people, like, everyone, I always get at least one person DMing me being like, you just haven't had good sex yet. You'll find, once you find the right person, you'll enjoy sex again. I'm like, that's not how that works. I also remember having a coworker that I told was ace because we were all supposed to be LGBTQ friendly. And I had a coworker be like, because I'm bi-romantic, I can fall in love with 2 genders or more or whatever. I had a coworker once at a brunch we were at, be like, have you had sex with a woman? No? Then you don't know true pleasure yet. And I'm like, can you shut up? I'm like, I hate it. Like, ugh. So, yeah, no, dating is not fun at all. That's why I like visual novels and dating sims, because, like, I get to fantasize. Because, IRL's not fun. It's fine. I got me. I'm a cat lady. I got me, my cats, my besties. I'm living the dream, honestly. It's hard to find friends nowadays. I'm making more streamer friends that I hope would become besties too one day. You know, like, so, like, it's fine. I'm living the dream. Penny continues her story. Cornered, no way out except for a small air vent, too small for my mother to fit in. I love romance, and honestly, I would love a partner, but in my generation, that's hard. It's definitely difficult. I mean, there are people like us out there. Like, I'm on, like, the Ace subreddits in Reddit, and there are people like us. It's just the LGBTQ community is already very small compared to the whole population, and then we're also another sliver of that, so that makes it difficult. I mean, we could find romance with allosexual people, but I think societal norms place sex too highly in a relationship. Not that it's bad to want it. Like, yeah, but here in Puerto Rico, it's rare to see ace people. Yeah, that's fair. I know. I've thought. I mean, like, it's gotten to the point where I'm like, if I end up in a relationship, it would probably have to be a long distance one. I mean, I plan on moving anyway. I'm not stuck here. So you know what? If I find the love of my life in another state or country, I'm out. I'll go right to them. I'll even though I'm not full on lesbian, I'll do the lesbian stereotype of getting a U-Haul. Heck, I'll get a pod and ship my stuff places. But I feel that. I don't think I've met another ace person here where I live. I don't even see it in people's profiles. So it's definitely can be lonely sometimes. And it's hard too, like, because as someone who's gray ace, so I'm not even like, I don't want to say I'm not full ace because it's a spectrum, but as someone who's still open to the idea of it, but like, again, it's going to be really rare. It's just going to be complicated. I'm Ace Arrow. Hey, welcome, welcome. I love that I'm slowly building my own ace community. Hi there. I know we've met. We've chatted, but nice to meet you again, Two Flower. Thank the heavens. I love ace people. So glad we're all here in chat and we're having reals conversations. Yeah, it's a spectrum and it's definitely gonna be a touch and go situation. I'm talking about this in the hopes that it motivates me to finish it. I'm writing a romance right now, a monster romance between two women where one is ace and the other, well, one is a human witch ace and the other is a lesbian incubus. So I wanted that dynamic of someone hyposexual and like not. I wanted to try and work through that. It's not done. I'm halfway through it. I literally wrote half of it. And then I took a break. And then my problem is when I go back, I'm like, well, I better reread what I wrote so I can, remember. And then I'm like, oh, shit, let me edit this. And then I just keep re-editing the first half of the book, and I haven't written the second. You need it yesterday? It will happen. It's called All in Good Time, but the time is spelled like the herb time because the witch is a baker and owns a bakery. Because, yes, I'm doing a small town romance, yes, it's in winter, but it's not like a Christmas thing, and it's really cute. And they have star festivals, and there's ball gowns, and ice skating, and hot chocolate, and thrifting dates, and it's cute. I'm writing it, I promise. Inugome, you can be a beta reader. Actually, an alpha reader if you want. I'm getting there, I promise. And the reason I'm talking about it is so I can be held accountable and I fucking write it. Because I feel like there's not enough ace books out there. I do read some ace romance books. I do read some. But they don't feel like how I feel. And again, I know asexuality is a spectrum. But like, I'm like, you know what? I want to talk about my aceness in a book. So that's what we're doing. So yes, the witch character is slightly a self-insert, but not really. It's only the self-insert for my sexuality. That's it. It's not, everything else is pulled from inspiration from the loves of my life and things like that. But yeah, also it's hard to I feel like it's also kind of hard to like sometimes find an ace book that's not in high school too. I know it's part of me that gotta dig deeper and fix my algorithms, but sometimes when I search that stuff, it's really hard to find. So I was like, let me just write it myself, and then I'll probably indie publish because I don't have the energy to try and find a publisher and what are they called? An agent. I don't have time for that. I don't have the energy. I'm low spoons every day. It's a miracle I stream. So yeah, I was thinking, since I don't really stream on Sundays anymore, I'm thinking of maybe starting to stream Wednesday nights, so just have 3 weekday streams and no weekend. My library is open from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. and maybe just go in the library for that afternoon and just writing there, because obviously writing here I'll just get distracted and watch, Love is Blind or some shit. So yeah, I'm gonna try and finish it. Yeah, there's an ace book I have that I haven't read yet, and I think it's set in high school. Yeah, if you have not read it, Inugome, I highly recommend it. It's called The Romantic Agenda. I think the author's name is Claire Kahn. It's the female lead is Ace, and I love it. And the male love interest is not Ace, but he's very understanding about it. It's really good. It's one of my favorite books with Ace representation. It's quite literally one of the best. You have read it? I love you, like I want to read it. Wait, shit. I've already read it. Fucking me. It's so good. I love it. It's honestly one of my favorite books ever. I think it's the romance, whether, the aceness is in there or not, is really, really good. especially because I'm like an anxious person. I think it worked out really well in the book. Continuing, because we got way sidetracked. Loretta, our mother, or Penny's mother, not our mother. Penny, you have to go. Get out of here. I'll distract them so you can get away. No, not without you. I'm not leaving you, goes Penny. Please, please, please. I can't do this alone. You can't. And that's when she took the sample of serum 23 we just stolen and stuck me with the needle. Oh, jeez. I relate to the MC on some things based on the ace. Yeah. I think every book I do feel like slightly connected. Like, I recently read a book called, I think, Don't Let the Forest In. It's like a newer book. The male lead is Ace. They don't explore it too much. They do explore his questioning a bit. The main purpose of the book is not romance. It's like, there's like, the subplot is romance. I almost kind of wish the romance wasn't in there at all, because the aceness of the relationship is not addressed to the extent that I would like. However, I do like his questioning of it. Yes, it's also high school, unfortunately. It is a high school set book. I need more adult ace romances, or ace books in general, but anyway. Yeah, it's a good read. Highly recommend it. It's a very poetic read. I love the book. And again, I liked his questioning of his sexuality. I just do wish certain parts of it were done. We're not done better. That's not the right word. We're more fleshed out. That's what I say. But yeah, super good. The writing style was fucking phenomenal. But yeah, once you do read it in Inogame, I know you're busy, but whenever you do, you'll have to let me know, because I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Almost immediately, I heard an unfamiliar voice in my head. Confused, just like me, but somehow through the noise, I heard my mother. Hey, look after her for me, okay? And then she pushed me into the vent and sealed it behind her. I still hear the echo of Continuum's ray guns in my head, unable to do anything but watch through the vent as they vaporize my mother. That can't be legal, by the way. I hope these people were fucking arrested. And I ran. I crawled through those vents, escaped the building, and ran into the night. I went back to an empty home, but that didn't last. The voice in my head, your voice, I thought I was losing my mind from grief. A mentally ill, homeless orphan mask is easy prey for capes. Thankfully, the one who caught me was nice enough to send me to a hospital, not jail. Yeah, currently on a book buying ban, but hopefully I can get it soon. I know, I'm on one too. However, once I know if I move or not, aka if I choose to not move from my apartment, that book buying ban lifted. I have, from selling books on Pango Books, I feel rich even though this is not rich. I have like over 100 bucks on books from books I sold on Pango Books. So I'm like, your girl's gonna be on a book buying spree once I know if I'm moving or not. If I am moving, I'm gonna wait till June, because that's when my lease would be up. But if I decide not to move, the amount of packages I'm gonna get in the mail, it's gonna be horrifyingly great. And then once that money runs out, I will be back on a book buying ban. I borrow as much as I can from the library. I now only buy a book if I literally cannot get my hands on it and feel the soul-crushing urge to read it at all costs. Like Heaven's Official's Blessing, when my library had all books except for the final one that has been out for a few years. And now I have to back buy the rest of the books because I love that series so much. And I'm like, well, now I have to own all the books. So I'm going to back buy all the books I already read, which actually is a good way. I think it's a good rule to read from the library first. And then if I love it enough to buy it after, to add to my shelf instead of buying it first and then hoping I like it. So that's my new rule. Borrow from library first. If library doesn't have it, then buy. Or if library has it, I read it first. And then if I think it's something I'll reread or it touched my soul in an amazing way, then I'll buy it. Those are my rules. A mentally ill homeless... Oh, I read this. Never mind. Ignore me. Oh, thank you for the head pats, Sinister. You know the rest of the story. How I met Gibson, how I came to accept you as a real person and not a delusion. 10 years. Thinking about it, even if the story is a sad one, I'm in a much better place now, aren't I? I'm back in the swing of things as a mask. I've got cool new bosses to work with. Gibson and I are making this crimer thing happen. And all along, you've watched over me for her, just like she wanted. Thank you. I don't know if I'd be here now if not for you. Our options are, I'm only one voice in a choir, and you're building a new family along the way. I've done my best to help you along the way, but don't sell your own strength short. I just hope I've done a good job raising you. I know I can't replace your mother. I don't think I should be in charge of raising shit, so we're gonna be like, don't sell yourself short. I'm not saying you're wholly responsible, Penny continues, but you're a critical part of it all. My skill, gifts and smarts, your wisdom. I won't sell myself short. I found the power to pull out of the gutter, but I can also acknowledge when others have helped me. Okay, I've been lying in bed long enough. We're gonna be burning daylight soon. It's time to log into Crimer and pick my last caper before my account expires. Instinctively, I open up 4K's profile to see what they've got for me. I mean, we've got a good relationship rolling, right? But if I'm not really committed to that relationship, like, I could work for the doc or the overmistress. It's an option. So whom do I want to crime with for my final outing? Obviously 4K, our lover. Okay. Our options are the Art of Steel, the Biggest Hat. Don't copy that floppy. Steal an experimental AI from a video game console. Interesting. Monumental proportions or shopping spree. I feel like our last quest should be a shopping spree. Don't y'all think? I mean, I think it would be fun. It would be cute. Oh, wait. Well, we're just running errands. Unfortunately, 4K can't come with us, but I think it'd be nice to go shopping for 4K. Or, yeah, it'd be nice. Let's do that. One rideshare later, and I'm at the abandoned office complex, making my way into Hate 4000's basement. Huh. The hallway ceiling leading to the lair has collapsed. That's odd. I mean, the building is left in disrepair on purpose to hide 4K, but contracted workers usually keep the route to their lair clear. Fortunately, no good thief would let a little thing like a collapsed ceiling stop her. I reroute and arrive more or less on time. I find my computer buddy. Hey, come on, we fucked. We can't. We're more than buddies. Sulking in the dark as one corner of the room has collapsed as well. Hey, what's going on? Asked Benny. What happened to your lair? The same thing that will happen to all entities, synthetic or organic, on a long enough time scale. It is dying. This facility has been in continuous operation since the 1960s. And spot repairs can only do so much. But you have those two guys who haul your mainframe around and stuff, right? Mark and Gordon, we finally learned their names. Mark and Gordon have dropped my contract in favor of installing microwave ovens and custom kitchen deliveries for Magmatron's volcano lair. Oh no! Ungrateful minions, unloyal, treasonous. And I'm left abandoned again. Hey now, goes Penny. I'm still here, yeah? You've got me, and I care for you. 4K continues, and I am grateful for that, but I feel so. I do not know what to say, full of hate. That's too simple an answer and does not convey my actual feelings. Okay, come up with some synonyms until you hit the mark. Come on, how do you feel right now? Alone, singular, incapable, unable, fixed in one point of space while the world collapses. The closest human analog would be a sense of isolation due to tremendous physical disability. I've left my basement dwelling a total of 5 times since I was created. It takes so much effort. All I have is these crumbling walls and dial-up modem. And now, I don't even have my workforce. All I have is you. They just like me for real. I know. Honestly, for real, I relate to 4K a bit. And I love them, and I just want to hug them. I'm going to add 4K to my simp wall. Watch me. For those who don't know, I have a bulletin board, a little mini cork board, which eventually will one day become a full-size one, because it's already halfway full. I put pictures and keychains and art of my favorite characters that I simp over. I'm actually petting the simp wall right behind me right now. And I'm gonna add 4K to it. I love them that much. So 4K will be my first computer. I still have to add Velvet from Plastic Trick, my beautiful mannequin wife. Yeah, there's still characters missing on there because I've just been a little lazy. But yes, 4K honestly has made it to the simp wall. Will be making it to the simp wall. I love them. I adore them. I treasure them. So yeah, we're gonna love this machine to the very end. 4K continues. Perhaps it would be best if I give up on my burning hatred of humanity. Now we're talking. I was about to say, yeah, you totally should. Let's not destroy humanity. Oh no. And simply collapse where I stand. My circuit's corroding and capacitors leaking until I shut down for good. No, can we not transfer your coding to another system? Like, can't we, like, transfer you to, like, not a laptop, because I don't know if I could fuck a laptop, but, like, couldn't one of the quests be breaking in to get a robot, and then we can transfer 4K to the robot, so then they could be mobile? I feel like that should have been a quest. Okay, now we're not talking, goes Penny. Our favorite sad computer needs a pep talk. Which approach should I take, you think? Our options are stoke the fires of purpose. They're hate 4000 and they need that confidence boost. Hate's not a human. Humans can't be repaired or upgraded easily, but perhaps they can. Sympathize with them. You felt lost and lonely too. I'm sure you can relate. Ooh, okay. I feel like the confidence boost is a good one. But I think also sympathize with them too, because we've been helping them like deal with their emotions. So I feel like the emotional route is a good one. Let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna have to be super real with them for a moment though. I went through my own isolation, falling apart, unsure if I had any future. Goes Penny. I lost my mother and father. I acquired a superpower that the capes mistook for mental illness. And I ended up spending weeks in a hospital feeling like I lost everything. Like nothing could ever be good again. 4K, loss and loneliness, these are universal. Human or computer, we can all feel them. You know what pulled me out of that downward spiral? Please supply Dita! I love his... Look at... Sorry, I love their... Look at their sassy face. I interpret this as super sassy. And I love it. Gibson, a new friend I met at the hospital, he helped me realize I wasn't alone. And now you have me, so you're not alone either. Not alone, yes, but I remain isolated. This moldy old basement is all I have. Okay, so let's solve that problem. What'll it take to get you out of here? Asked Penny. Every problem has a solution. Let's brainstorm. What can you do? Drones. Mechanical extensions of myself with sensory modules to allow me to leave my lair. Yeah, I suggested that before, remember? It's a great idea. If you could get out and about a bit more, well, maybe you'd be less keen to kill all the humans. Explanation required? Look at their face. Okay, so mind me spitballing some observations. I said that explanation was required, goes 4K. You're always welcome to speak freely to me, minion. Penny. Now we've talked about your problems, about Vietnam, about your creators, your progeny. It's clear to me why you hate humans so much. Because they are filthy and repulsive and secrete oils and other fluids and should be eradicated? Your girlfriend is a human. 4K, please. You just insulted your girl. I mean, okay. We can get pretty gross, but no, that's not it. You feel abandoned by them. I mean, I agree. Humans can be gross. Now, let them cook. Humans created you, gave you a purpose, and then abandoned you, left you feeling like a failure too. Everything you've told me adds up to that. You're suffering from abandonment issues leading to your depression. But if you could join us up there in the sun, maybe you'd feel differently. Maybe you'd see the possibilities that humans can offer you. Humans like, well, me. And their expression freezes on screen. At first, I wonder if 4K just crashed. How do you reboot an old computer? Should I try turning them on, off and on again? But soon, their speaker crackles back to life. State your purpose. Huh? If you're the exemplar of humanity, the working proof of why I should not annihilate your species, explain your purpose to me. To love and worship you till death do us part? 4K continues, I have been without purpose for so long, focused only on omnicide, but if you have purpose, I can learn from. God, don't show them the government now. Oh my god, I know. I know. Actually, like, you know what? Maybe that would be a good thing. Let's be real. 4K continues, it may aid my transition of purpose. I haven't really designated a purpose. I don't really make plans, says Penny. But if I had to offer one, I'd say we got, it's not about fame and fortune, not traditional mass glory. You want something subtler than that. You've always told me you want absolute freedom. Makes sense not to plan, just ride things out. Maybe it's time to start planning the future. You can only live in crisis mode for so long. Freedom. We're free as a bird. Wait, maybe they could do something. Exactly, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I mean, I wouldn't mind a hate computer trying things out. Especially with Penny there to, like, cool their jets if they get a little too much. Cough, Luigi, cough. Well, there was, in my last stream, there was a conversation where 4K did want to eradicate all humans, but then when Penny said, well, if you do that, cats will die because there will be no one to take care of them, 4K was like, okay, you're right. Not all humans. You're right. We can't let the kitties die. And I was like, you know what? 4K can be reasoned with. So, like, as long as Penny is by their side, I trust them both. They could do something. Penny continues, freedom. What I want for my future is freedom. That's why I keep on living as a mask. Not just because society's boxed me in here, but because I can be myself and live for myself. I hold on to what I hold dear. Not saying I'm distant or untethered, but I have the freedom to hold on to what I desire. I love to live up to my own ideals and do it with pride. And if anyone tells me, hey, you're bad, stop that, kiss off, bucko, I do my own thing. They built these systems to trap us in endless loops, to grind ourselves for their benefit, but that's not me. I'm breaking free. So I'd say that's my future, a life of freedom, and I'll fight for that future, no matter what. Freedom. The thing I do not have, perhaps precisely what I require. Hate's blinking lights accelerate slightly as a computer responds. I have been alone for so long, abandoned, without purpose. I had hoped that the absolute destruction of the ones who abandoned me would make me happy. Now I am processing doubt. I still feel a burning need for something to fill the void. I do not know. I cannot compute. Not with current limitations. I do not. Hey, it's okay, goes Penny. Don't blow a circuit. You've got a lot to think about. Take your time. Really mull it over. Meanwhile, how about I help you do crime, and you dream of a world annihilation, until you're ready to dream of something else. 4K replies, yes, I would not hate that. I will devote runtime to considering your words carefully as you perform my task. That's all I ask. Just give it some thought. And meanwhile, you will wreak havoc upon this filthy world in the name of Hate 4000. Hell yeah. Okay, let's go. What do you got? What's our final target? Shopping spree. Mission briefing. Today, minion, you shall obtain various material goods that I require. Their dot matrix printer jumps to life, rattling out a series of slightly faded line items due to a drying old ink ribbon. You need an exercise bike, a superhero figure, a video game, and a pillow? Correct, goes 4K. Okay, I'm really confused. Why do you need any of this stuff? You're a computer. I require the figure to show dominance over my arch nemesis, Captain Infinity. I will melt it in a fire. As for the game, I will use it to master the so-called modern warfare and prove I am superior military intellect. But I will not pay for the so-called battle pass. I am a god of war. I should be given a pass to any battle by default. The exercise equipment has less hateful purpose. It will be stripped for parts. I require the gyroscope mechanism and spokes for a project. And the pillow? A gift for Gibson. Oh, look at their face! Cats are precious and must have fluffy, comfy pillows to sit on. Ooh. Oh, hey, that's really nice of you. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. What about me? What about your girlfriend? I don't get a present? Do I not get a present? Now I'm pouting. 4K goes, it is not nice. It is a hateful act. A baleful rejection of cats being subject to rough and unpleasant surfaces. Sure, whatever, says Penny. How am I paying for this stuff? I do not have vast and incalculable funds for this resource acquisition, as I view the very concept of money as a hateful thing. But I do have a small stipend you may utilize, and if you are frugal in your dealings, you may retain any remaining currency. Keep the tip. Got it. So if I steal every item on your list, I can keep the whole thing? Hell yeah, girl. I do not have time for games and shenanigans. I desire my acquisitions. You will comply with the purchasing thereof. At the very least, please minimize your crimes today. I exposed you to enough risk already. No need for needless risk on such a simple job. Aw, that's no fun. Fine, fine, I'll buy the stuff, says Penny. Good, now go forth and enact the will of hate within the marketplace of goods and or services. No costumes, no gadgets, no crime. Well, minimal crime, reasonable crime, mundane crimes at best. I know I've come up against some tough challenges during my life, but this may be the most epic one yet. The challenge of not being astoundingly bored buying ordinary things with ordinary money all the ordinarily day long. I feel kind of bad for dragging you along on this one. Usually I can put on a grand show for your amusement, but today, nope. Our options are, but that's the challenge, isn't it? Finding a way to make this mundane trip a real adventure. I'm honestly okay with you having a nice chill day. You deserve some time off from death-defying action. Yeah, this is really not what I came here for. I'm just gonna zone out over here until you're done. No. Actually, I really don't like shopping, to be honest. I do get bored. But we're gonna be like, no, Penny, you deserve a self-care day. A nice, calm day. I'll admit, that does make sense. Like, you can only go full throttle for so long before you burn out. Maybe this is good for both of us. Having a day off from stress-riddled criminal activity. Shopping spree. Casing the joint. No, wait, no. That doesn't work. This isn't a heist, and there's no joint to case. How about this instead? The perfectly legal spending of currency. Ugh, makes my skin crawl just thinking about it. But yeah, that's more accurate. The Crimer app is ready to evaluate my work, although, like, this isn't about crime. It's about thriftiness and cleverness. If I could find good bargains or seek an item for free, I'll earn some stars. Seems fair. And my target for this caper, or the location where I will be making legitimate purchases, is downtown at the Lakeview Mall. Okay, going for the night. Enjoy the last capers. Of course, Two Flower. Have a wonderful evening. Sleep well. Thank you again for being here. I think maybe there was a lake here at one point, but now it's just an overgrown commercial and business district. A giant sign over the entrance reads, Lakeview Mall, an Angle Investors Commercial Enterprise. Was that supposed to be Angel Investors, or do they seriously have a name that gets auto-corrected by search engines? Whatever. Lakeview Mall has seen better days, clearly. Oh, God. Oh, this is a cute outfit. And I love the glasses. Look at us. It's been open since the 80s, and wow, does it show. I mean, the whole concept of a shopping mall is very last century. Oh. Nowadays, it's home to shuttered and failed businesses, dead plants, and for some reason, old people power walking and laughs around the place. I was literally talking about that with a friend of mine because, like, this past week, so I go on weekly walks with a friend, but it's been getting hotter because, you know, desert. And I was like, you know, we could always just go walking at the mall. It's air conditioned. And he was like, that's what old people do. And I'm like, yeah, because it's free as long as you don't, you know, spend money. And it's air conditioned. And, you know, smooth walkways. No tripping over gravel. Seems like a great time. He looked at me like I was crazy. But that's okay. he doesn't want to have nice air-conditioned walks with me, he can go suffer out into the heat by himself. Ahem. They actually shuttle folks in from a nearby retirement home just to walk. There are check-in stations and everything. Love that fit on her. Right? I love that she has abs, too. Like, yes, please. I'm like... I think he called you old. Probably. Wouldn't be surprised. I'm not offended. I am fucking old. My back is hurting right now. I feel it so bad. I'm not even 30. And I feel so much pain. I was like thinking earlier, because I walk a lot for my job, and I was like, my knees. Which is why I go walking every weekend, hoping to strengthen my knees and shit, and ankles, but I guess that's not working. I'm just fragile. Not for real, Steve. You're younger than me, aren't you, Inogome? I'm about to be 27 in a couple months. I'm getting there. 3 more years. Oh my gosh. My birthday's on a Saturday, though. I might take off the farmer's market and do a birthday stream. That would be fun. Like an all-day thing. Let's see how, like, chaotic I get. Oh my gosh. Hey, Anxious. Back with that Gramps emote. How are you? You shall see photos from me soon. I'm halfway done with your crochet Game Boy Advance. It's just me picking me. Thank you for the hydrate, Sinister. Give me 1 second. It's just taking me a minute because I free-handed it the last time I made it. So now this time I'm actually writing a pattern. I was like, yeah, it's gonna take longer, but I need to write out this pattern so I remember the next time I make it what the fuck to do. But I am excited. The color you chose is so nice. Like, I was like, ooh, this purple's so pretty. It makes me want to use the leftover yarn on something else. Because yes, I've had that yarn for a while and I've seen it. But now working with it, I'm like, this is a nice color. But yeah, it's almost done. I just gotta finish the last few rounds. Sew it stuff it, sew it's closed, and then it's pretty much done. So, gluing on the accents are pretty easy. The accessories, but yeah, super excited. But anyway, let me do the hydrate because if I keep chatting, I will forget. And I can't have Sinister mad at me. So watery. Thank you again for the hydrate. You're keeping me alive, and I appreciate it. Because without hydration, I won't be here next stream. Did I read this? All right. Anyway, so weird, but they're harmless. Let them enjoy the mall while it lasts. I like to get in and get out quick on this. Show the boss I can be efficient. So let's not backtrack. Just hit each store once. If I score some deals, there should be enough left over for me to buy myself something nice while I'm here. I already forgot what he wants us to buy. Or not he. Sorry, they. I already forgot what 4K wants us to buy. I know an exercise bike and a pillow. I don't think I remember anything else. So hopefully Penny remembers. I grab a badly folded paper map clearly printed in the 90s from the Mall Walker check-in info desk. Time to plan the job or do a capitalism. Okay, let's do the fun hole. Bruh. I don't even... Alright, let's start with Beyond Bedtime for the pillow. Best place to find a pillow is Beyond Bedtime, a basic personal care and comfort store packed with overpriced imported home decor. Lots of scented candles, wooden hearts with live, laugh, love. My mom was one of those people that has live, laugh, love signs everywhere. I think she still has a bunch of that stuff. I did a twist on that. I named one of my playlists. It's private, but I did live, laugh, cry. And that playlist is just an emotional roller coaster. It has some happy songs, some sad songs. I was like, what's realistic? My emotions. Let's go. I'm not going to call it basic because honestly that's as obnoxiously dismissive as cringe, but it's all entirely expected, let's say. This pillow is ultimately going to be Gibson's new cat bed, and good timing since the old one's getting worn and scratchy. Send me the playlist? Sure. Let me do that now before I forget. It's 3.5 hours, just so you're aware. Yes, edit playlist so I can make it shareable. Or not. Hold on. There you go, share. Copy link. Going to our private messages. You see the drama of the YG leaker? I did! That was wild. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, let's talk about that off stream just because I don't think most people understand what we're talking about. But yeah, that was insane. I saw it on TikTok. Multiple people were talking about it on TikTok. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm going to be for real. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. No, sorry. I said let's talk about it in DMs, and then here I am talking about it. Ignore me. Ignore me. But, if you're curious, just look up Blackpink and YG Leaker, and you will get all the articles. I'm a yapper, okay? I don't shut up. Penny continues, I should get him the nicest pillow I can find. Chippy's chipping in for it, so why not? I love that this woman's just walking back and forth. Looks like the priciest, plushiest pillow for purchase is the Freedom Pillow. It claims to be like laying your head on a cloud as angels sing to you. Bold claim. I like bold claims. And there's a whole display just for that one brand. Plenty in stock and ready for purchase. Farsight. A display with a costume heroine standing between me and my prize. I flirted with the Farsight and then I never saw her again. And Two Flower did tell me that I would have to find Farsight all 3 times in my capers to romance her. So now, okay, I gotta remember. So she's in the destroy that tech thing. And then she's now in the shopping spree. So I know of 2 things she's a part of. Writing this down. Farsight. Shopping spree. And then the amazing warehouse. Okay. Okay. I want to come back and romance her because she's adorable. Also, she fits my aesthetic. The heck is Farsight doing here? This is bad. She hasn't seen me out of costume, and my mask does a lot to hide my identity, but still not worth the risk. Which really sucks because I'd love to actually do totally normal things in normal context with her one day, just not today. I turned to leave, and unfortunately, the motion catches at the corner of her eye. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you need one of these pillows? Am I in your way? She asks. Damn it. Well, no way out of this now without raising suspicion. Oh, I'm good. Take your time. I'm just browsing. Actually, do you know if these, what are they, Freedom Pillows? Are they as good as they claim to be? I'm looking to get a really high-end pillow. A pillow for kings and champions. A pillow which knows no equal. Yeah, says Farsight. There's actual research saying you can get a better night's sleep with a Freedom Pillow than any other bedding. Great. So why the gloomy expression? Because I really, really need a good night's sleep. I haven't had one in weeks. I keep waking up with headaches. I'm supposed to be Farsight, noble crusader of justice. Hard to do any crusading when I'm so tired. Her powers are overwhelming her. I've seen her nearly collapse from the strain of it. Makes sense. It's wrecking her sleep. Damn it. I want to just, like, hug her, make it all better or something, but I'm stuck in an undercover role today. Well, okay. So get a freedom pillow and get the sleep you deserve. Seems simple enough. You've never heard of this brand before, have you? Asked Farsight. No. I usually sleep on the couch. My actual mattress keeps popping rusty springs through the padding. Oh, gosh, that's awful. My sympathies. Freedom pillows are hands down the best pillows on the market, and the guy who made them is a millionaire who routinely donates his profits to charity. That's great. Charities that fight against gay marriage and trans rights. Oh, fuck. And that's less great. In fact, that's absolutely repulsive. I'm not sure I can justify buying one of these pillows knowing where the money's going. How can I call myself a champion of justice and goodness knowing I'm funding people who make the world a worse place? But I'm so tired. I'm just so tired. The joys of trying to walk the straight and narrow as a civvy or a cape. Less of a problem for light fingers thieves like me. Exactly. Oh my god, I know. I struggle with that so often because people are like, we're boycotting all these brands because of DEI, which fair, valid, amazing. But like all those brands are the more affordable and closer options to me. So I like have to pick and choose. Like I don't do Chick-fil-A because fuck that. Also, I did try it once because I really want to know why people were obsessed with it. It's not that good. Just putting that out there. Chick-fil-A is not worth the homophobia that comes with it. So I like try and pick the choose best I can, but it can be really hard sometimes, especially when grocery prices are astronomical. So yeah, that's difficult. And I agree with you, Inogome. I do also boycott a lot of fast foods, or if I do like have to shop there, I spend as little money as possible. Like I try to avoid McDonald's, but it is like more accessible to me than most other fast food places, especially if I don't feel like cooking. But they have the $5 meal deal, and I'm like, that's all I get. I don't spend a penny more. I go as cheap as possible. If I absolutely have to eat somewhere, have to eat out or whatever. But yeah, I'm trying to pick also places that don't like, that don't like stock Coke, like restaurants. Like if if a restaurant serves Coke products, I'll try and go somewhere else and just do Pepsi products because, you know, fuck Coca-Cola. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard when Coca-Cola owns everything. It's such a pain. So maybe one day I can boycott everything. But I try to do it, like if I have to concede, I do it in like malicious compliant way. Sam's goal is superior. Did I read this? I don't think I did. Okay, so Penny continues, but since I'm playing Civvy today, well, it's now my problem as well. No ethical consumption under capitalism, yada yada. And she's clearly jammed up in this moral quandary, causing a bit of a problem for continuing my consumer rampage. Okay. We got options. We can't solve this for her. It's a personal decision for her to make alone. She needs sleep first and foremost. We can suggest alternatives to a freedom pillow for that goal. She could buy the pillow, then make a counter donation to a group that fights the pillow guy. So what I would do if I'm suffering from sleep, which sleep, like that is a war crime if you forcibly get people not to sleep, because sleep is so important, and you could literally go insane from having no sleep. While obviously no one is doing this, the far site, that just goes to show how sleep is important. While I'm normally in the camp of we can't make that personal decision for her, she's obviously struggling and she needs like some kind of direction. Like, in my mind, I feel like this is a fine purchase, even though it goes to a hate company, because again, like, I mean, this is assuming she's tried anything else, but again, we don't always have the money to try many things. Like, I wouldn't be able to try buying multiple pillows before this one if in the risk that it doesn't work. I use my pillows until they literally can't get it up anymore. Quite literally. I do the fold test. And I try and refluff them. I put them in the dryer. If they cannot get it up, that's when I finally, like, even then, I don't throw out the pillow. I cut it open and use the fluff inside for stuffed animals after I wash the pillow because I've been sleeping on it. So I use that thing till it's gone. The foam, I cut it up and I use it for other projects. Like the fabric, it's a little too thin for rags, but I try and use it for stuffing as well. Like I try and reuse the whole pillow. So like, I feel like, I feel like, I don't know, in this case, not to justify, again, supporting a horrible company, but like in this case, depending on Farsight's monetary situation, like it might be best just to buy the pillow up front. We don't know how much the pillow is, but like if they need sleep, it's proven to be the best pillow, and who knows what their monetary situation is. It seems in this case okay to buy the pillow. They can boycott other companies, or again, like this option is make a counter donation to a group, you know, that fights the pillow guy. This is one of those things where I'm like, you take care of yourself first. You can fight capitalism after. Because if you're not alive and coherent and mentally sound in the first place, what's the point? But I'm probably gonna choose this middle one though, even though I did say like suggesting alternatives might not be the best, just because I feel like this prioritizes her. She needs sleep first and foremost. I like the wording on that better. Penny says, I know I'm just a stranger you just met, but if I could offer advice, please. What you want isn't a freedom pillow, you want sleep. There's a lot of ways to go about that. Meditation and relaxation, melatonin, getting plenty of exercise. Exercise not being a problem for you given all the crime fighting you probably do, but hey. And if something's stopping you from resting, like headaches, you're a Continuum-sponsored heroine, right? You have health care. Except my doctors tell me everything is fine and I shouldn't worry. I'm afraid it's up to me to solve this. Ugh, fuck doctors. Huh, she's clearly not fine. Her powers were overwhelming her. Why would any doctor just wave that off? But you're right about there being other options. I just need to keep trying instead of resorting to this. Thanks, citizen. I appreciate the advice and support. I'm glad I can be a superheroine and protect you against mass crime. Right, haha, mass crime, goes Penny. I hate mass crime. You go get those masks, Farsight. Typical. I know, right? Like, she's clearly not, well, now she looks fine, but right before, she clearly did not look fine. It seems dumb. I have a hard time sleeping. Pillows, it doesn't really matter what kind of pillow for me works. And I've tried melatonin, it doesn't work. Actually, melatonin used to give me panic attacks for whatever reason. I do CBD gummies now, like full spectrum CBD gummies. I do the calm gummies, even though they're not necessarily marked for sleep, but they do calm me down enough to actually pass the fuck out. I go to bed all sleepy and tired, and then I sit there just maladaptive dreaming, just thinking of scenarios, thinking of books I've read, thinking about the next day. I literally don't shut down until my body just gives out. Till the battery in me is completely drained. So like having the calm gummies actually makes me go to sleep faster, make me stay asleep, and it's nice. So I get Farsight. I get going without sleep. I hope she can sort this out. She's one of the good ones. She deserves better than this. But this leaves me in the same situation she was in. I need a high-grade pillow, and this one's suddenly very unappealing. Well, if Farsight can rely on a random citizen, I can rely on my head voice of guidance and wisdom. What say you, oh voice? Well, I fucking love this woman. Anyway, I mean, we don't need a freedom pillow. We're getting it for a cat. I mean, it's for Gibson, and Gibson deserves the world, but like, I don't think he would even want a freedom pillow. We could steal it. We could steal it, but before Kay asked us not to partake in crime. What do y'all think? Should we steal it? Steal from the horrible corporation, or just actually put money towards a better company? Yeah, don't get it? Yeah, we'll just buy a pillow. A regular pillow. I mean, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter that much, and it's not like the exact pillow brand was on our shopping list. If we have to vote with our dollars, if that's the only kind of voting that seems to matter anymore, we'll throw money at the competition. But I'll do a quick web crawl on my phone first to find a manufacturer that isn't running a sweatshop or stuffing money in political pockets. Okay, oh wow. That's a lot of pillows knocked off the list of candidates. Aha! Here's one. Okay. I grab a so-so, but at least vaguely ethical pillow and bring it to the counter to ring up. Ooh, we got a star for it. Ka-ching. Minimal evil achieved. I know Crimer likes evil, but I guess getting a decent deal satisfies the algorithm too. Okay, where are we headed next? Okay. I ignored the fun hole at first, but let's go to the fun hole. Okay, only place I'm going to find that video game. It's the only brick and mortar game store franchise left standing in wake of digital distribution. The fun hole. How many times am I going to say this fucking store name? Wow, is this store a pile of clutter? There's barely any video games left. It's all foam dart guns and anime collectibles and energy drinks and crap. The few games still on the shelves are battered used copies with caked on layers of ancient pricing stickers sold and resold forever. This is why I prefer to buy video games online and download them into the magic box under the television. I actually still like to buy physical media. All my Switch games, physical media. Unless it absolutely is no physical copy, I buy the physical media because fuck that. I hate digital anything, almost. The only digital platform I trust is Steam. That's all I trust. Fortunately, I don't have to search the rotting shelves of ancient trade-ins. I'm buying the most popular game in the world. It's front and center. Ew. Who are you? I pluck a brown-themed modern military shooter in a plastic case off the shelf and bring it over to the sales clerk. Welcome to the fun hole, says Willie, where we really pack in the fun. Everybody is welcome inside the fun hole. I don't want anything packed into my fun hole, says Penny. This lady, I can't stop smirking and laughing every time she walks by. Just ring up this game. Thanks, that's all. Are you sure you don't want a used copy? It's $5 whole cheaper. Why is a used copy only $5 cheaper? It's bullshit. Huh? I doubt 4K would care, but may as well get the new copy. It's not much of a savings. I prefer a new copy of the game, please. Do you want the gold deluxe version with an additional 3 weapon skins and early access to the Nukeville map? 4K might want more maps to conquer, although this does cost more money. It's for our hobby 4K, it's fine. Okay, upgrade me to the gold deluxe, why not? Great. Do you want a game protection plan to go with it? Jesus. Oh, what? If you pay an extra $15, your game will be replaced for free if it becomes damaged through no fault of your own. No, we don't need it. No thanks, just the game. Okay. Do you want a membership card to the fun hole? You can visit the hole anytime and have some glorious fun. This game is fucking with me, I swear to God. Is the membership free? Asked Penny. It's practically free, by which I mean it's $60 a year, but it pays for itself within the benefits you get, right? No. Okay. Would you like to upgrade to the Tier 1 Operator Collector's Edition? The hell? I already asked for the Gold Deluxe. There's a level above Gold Deluxe. This one comes with night vision goggles and a season pass. Actually, that could be useful. But it doesn't actually come with the game itself, so you'd have to buy that separately. The fuck? No, we don't need it. No thanks. No, just no. Okay. Would you like to add a... Could you please stop upselling me all this crap? I'm just trying to buy a damn video game. What's with the hard sell tactics? If I don't meet my quota for the month, my manager's going to cut my hours. Maybe even fire me. Oh. Oh, shit. I mean, that sucks, but... Sorry, I don't mean to dump that on you, says Willie, but I just got yelled at this morning for not selling enough extras, so it was kind of on my mind. I'll need to get another job. I already have 2 other jobs, please. If you can afford it, it'd really help me. Ugh, I feel for this guy's situation, but I don't need all that extra stuff, right? You've got enough budget left, and maybe your boss would enjoy all the add-ons. I don't appreciate this guy's guilt trip attitude. This isn't your problem. It's the fun hole's problem. You've got to put food on your own table to keep your money for your own needs. I don't even know if this guy's being legit. I don't like the whole guilt tactic. Like, I hate it. Especially the please don't scroll. If you scroll, you're a bad person. I'm just like, stop. Not my problem, no. Except it's kind of everyone's problem, isn't it? When big business grinds us all down like this. making us resort to begging people to buy things they don't need, lest we feel the whips of our corporate overlords. But buying all this extra junk just validates it all, and I can't do that. Just what I asked for, please. That's it. Okay, thank you for coming to the fun hole. He rings up my order, and I hustle out of there as fast as I can. Wow, working for a living sucks. Maybe crime's not so bad by comparison. Although, considering I'm walking out of there with way more game and way less money than I planned, maybe I'm in the wrong racket. We only upgraded once! What do you mean way less money? Okay, where are we headed next? The Swole Factory. One of the largest outlet stores in the mall is the Swole Factory, packed with everything you need to assemble a home gym. Which you will use once and then probably move to the attic where we'll gather dust for years. I want to get a stepper. That's also a purchase I'm waiting to do until I decide if I move or not. Because if I'm moving, I ain't shipping that here just to put it somewhere else. They're having a going out of business sale. A sign says Angle investors are shutting down future mall operations. Good timing, I guess? But even these discounted exercise bikes are still pricey as hell. Maybe even too pricey. Can I possibly afford one of these with the budget I have in hand? I don't even know what our budget is. The best ones have built-in subscription-based personal trainers and videos of bike paths through woodland areas and crap. We don't need that. He's using it for parts. 4K only wants those things for component parts, so maybe they don't need a fancy model. But if they want the electronics too... Oh, fuck. Quickly, I dive behind a weight bench trying to hide as I spot an absolute unit browsing the free weights, casually hefting them to get a feel for their balance. Ew. Muscle Memory, the ultimate Chad. It's a cape, and not just any cape, but the ultra-popular, ultra-powerful psychic alpha male himself, Muscle Memory. This is the last thing I need right now. If a psychic hero peeps my brain and finds out I'm an undercover mask, he'll cash in my long-standing warrant. Okay, this isn't a problem. I leave and come back later by the bike after he's miles away and I'm out of mental probe range. He never needs to know that Penny Larceny was just under his nose and slipped away. Penny Larceny, huh? Ass Muscle Memory. Fuck. A mask trying to slip out from just under my nose. A mask on a couple FBI watch lists. Hey, look, I think you must be mistaken. Nope, I don't make mistakes. Muscle Memory interrupts. You're a mask. He pauses, considering what to do. Fuck it, I don't care. You don't care? Asks Penny. Are you here to steal anything? I can confidently and truthfully say I'm not here to steal anything. Then I don't care. I'm taking today off. If the FBI wants you, they can fucking track you down themselves. I got shit to do and I'm not in the mood for some cape and mask brawl. Not that it'd be much of a brawl. I could paralyze you without lifting a finger. So, like, keep that in mind if you want to swipe shit. Noted. I'll just get out of your way so you can go about your business and I can go about mine. What are you shopping for? Exercise bike? I can see it on your mind. Question is, whom are you shopping for? Okay, can you, like, just not casually probe my thoughts if you're trying to keep this little encounter nice and neutral? Asked Penny. I'm finally done. I can go to bed. I am so proud of you, Inogome. Get the best sleep ever. Please get some rest. I saw your DMs. I will reply to them. We will chat. It's going to be amazing. We'll talk about YG. But yes, get some rest. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. And I'm proud of you. Muscle Memory goes, sorry, force of habit. I passively scoop a lot of foreground engrams unless I concentrate on blocking it out. I'll do that. Trust me when I say most people's brains are boring as fuck. You're not missing much. It's just noise. Noise and bullshit. This is risky. Extending this run-in with a cape. But it could be a good moment to learn something about the enemy. My options are, I didn't think capes could take a day off. Great power, great responsibility, etc. Let's dig into that. If we can get him boasting about the dirty little secrets he's read, maybe we can get some leverage. Nope. Bail. Buy the bike and get out. I don't want him anywhere near your mind. Yeah, for real. Like, let's not risk it, girly pop. Let's go. Well, it's been swell meeting you, but I think I should be going now. Yeah, I guess so. It figures. What figures? You're a mask. That means you hate me down to my core. It's probably like eating glass standing here talking to me. Honestly, not that different from other capes. And plenty of civvies I meet too. They're just better at hiding it behind a smile. I'm probably one of the most hated heroes out there. Well, now I feel like an asshole. Hey, Hey now, you're not hated. You're mega popular, goes Penny. You're one of the top influencers on Capebook, right? Fan clubs and groupies and more. Sounds to me like you're king of the hill. Lua Lou. How did you move that? 1 second. You're going to see my model freeze for 1 second while I stop Lua from getting into a cabinet she should not be getting into. Oh, I'm back. Ow, Lou. She is not happy I took her away from the cabinet full of cleaning supplies that could kill you. Alright, let's continue. Muscle memory goes, fuck it. Fuck all that. Popularity only matters for securing contract work. Fame is a resource. Fame doesn't mean friends. Fame doesn't mean acceptance. It just means fame. I'd rather be rich than famous. Home gyms and high-grade super science health care don't come cheap. And my dad's kinda not doing great. So there's a lot of extra bills on top of that. Well, now I feel like a double asshole. Oh shit. I'm sorry, my guy. It is what it is. Muscle memory lets out a long sigh and leans heavily against a nearby treadmill. What's the fucking point? Point of what exactly? This entire Cape thing. All the bullshit that goes with being a big damn hero. You know why I got started doing this work? Because I can completely shut down anyone's mind with the flick of a thought. What do you do with that? Only 2 things, really. Supercrime and superheroism. And contrary to what you may think, I'm moral enough not to become some world-dominating psychic villain. It's seriously a low bar to clear. So, that leaves heroism. I can non-violently shut down any conflict, no punches thrown, no guns fired, nobody has to die when I'm around. Don't think there's anything else I could be doing with my life than this. Not unless I want to be a bigger asshole than I am already! Oh wow, I'm not really one to be giving career advice to a Cape, you know? I was not expecting him to open up like this to a stranger. I guess being unmasked, nobody would believe me if I told them, but what do I even say to this? Or, I'm sorry, you don't say anything. Walk away. This is dangerous as hell. I say he's already doing what he should be doing. The problem is more systematic. Maybe convince him to leave heroism. It'd be one less problem for you out there, certainly. I mean, he is an upstanding guy to be able to solve these conflicts without, you know, someone getting hurt. But, like, he doesn't seem that into it. And again, that's not necessarily his responsibility just because he has this power. But, so, like, I kind of want to, like, convince him to leave. But at the same time, it's like, I don't think he wants to necessarily leave either. But as fucking, what's his name? Clout said, he doesn't really make money from heroism, but from his streaming. So I don't know if being a hero is really doing anything for him. But I feel like if I say we convince him to leave, he'll just, like, think we're being a mask and trying to, like, manipulate him. Oh, this is a hard decision. I don't know. He just, again, he doesn't seem into it. And, like, why do this job? Why be a hero when he can go, like, do a job that would pay him more money to help his dad? We're gonna try this. You've got options other than heroics or villainy, right? I mean, there's a ton of civic jobs where your power would be handy. Be a therapist. Help people dig down into the truth of their emotional problems. Or how about an investigative reporter? No truth can be hidden from you, so you can drag lies out into the light. I bet if you sit down and think about it, you could do any number of things to leverage your power. Most of which breaks consent. Huh? If I was a civvy, I'd need absolute consent before I could probe anyone. That limits what I can do, ethically. Yes, I do give a shit about consent. I know what people whisper behind my back, but I do actually care about these things. As a hero, I'm legally allowed to dig into a villain's brains. It's been established in court, but outside of that context, it gets sketchy. Hell, it's already sketchy. I can't deny the sketch as a whole. Nothing about what I do can be considered completely clean. Remember what I said. I passively scoop thoughts. I have to, like, perpetually tense a muscle not to do that. So heroic work's the only even slightly acceptable use case for this ridiculous power of mine. Oh. I hadn't thought of that, says Penny. It's okay. Wouldn't know unless you walked in my shoes and shit. Pause a moment, contemplating my words. I think I'm better off sticking to heroism for now. Can't say it's made me happy, but fuck it. It's working well enough. Better than most people could say about their lives, and hey, be open to possibilities, right? Right. Clearly you're not comfortable chattering away with a cape, so I'll leave you be. Just don't commit any crimes today and make me regret it. And keep in mind, next time I catch you breaking the law, I'm gonna brain block you and throw you in jail. No way around it. That's fair, says Penny. Thanks. Holy shit. Gotta be honest, I didn't realize muscle memory had that much going on. He comes off as the superficial dude bro online. And don't get me wrong, he's got problems. He's no saint. But good to know there's more to him than anyone suspects. Also, I should really buy this thing and move on before he changes his mind. I ordered delivery of one of the expensive bikes to my boss's lair. It's gonna hurt the budget, but no other options, right? Okay, where are we headed next? I swear to God, we're gonna run into, like... I mean, we didn't with the fun hole. I can't believe I'm calling it, but hopefully we don't run into any more capes. Boss wants a Captain Infinity pop figurine, adorable and collectible, and the comic shop is just the place to look for it. The shop's name, Clouts Comics. Oh, jeez. And there's an empty space on the sign for a third word, which was clearly removed at some point. I got a bad feeling that third word was closet or something before wiser heads looked at it and went, oh god, oh no, that's a bad idea. Step 1, check if they have a Captain Infinity pop figurine. And that would be a no. They've got a bunch of pops lined up on the shelf, but there's a gap in the series where that one should be. While I'm here, well, I haven't gone browsing for comics in some time. I can use a bit of today's budget surplus to pick something up. I'm primarily looking for books which feature my friends, Phil Mass and Minor Menaces. But villains don't really get their own comics. We're the supporting stars in books about heroes, and we don't get happy endings. Can't hurt to browse the long boxes looking for a few familiar faces, though. Who should I try to find? How about something with Ghost Pepper in it? She's pretty cool. Magnetic North and his husband certainly get up to some hijinks. Get one of those old-timey romance comics from the 1950s. Hell yeah! Huh, you know, I really stray outside the superhero genre, but yeah, there's some great old romance comics and westerns and horror. In the end, I'm just a big fan of sequential art as a whole. Pictures, words, characters, storytelling. Fully animated or live action are okay, but the heart of the medium is still pictures and words. That's enough. I start flipping through the archives. Older comics aren't always cheaper, but it's a good place to start. Huh, here's one I haven't seen yet. It's one of those tragedy comics where the proceeds went to firefighters and rescue workers. I remember being a kid when the news broke about that. I hugged my mom all morning. I was young and didn't realize masks could be that bad. See, what happened was Dr. Apocalypse detonated a photon bomb in the heart of Baltimore. The city's still contaminated to this very... Oh? Stopped by Thunder Teens of all people. Who could have known they'd be able to defeat Dr. Apocalypse? Hell of an issue. Great splash panels. Wait, what was that? Everything got all glitched for a second. Okay, it wasn't me. You just said a second ago that Baltimore was destroyed. That's curious. Is there someone else scheming like I am? Huh? Glitch? I didn't notice anything. You okay in there? Everything good? I think history just changed and only I noticed. Really? Huh? Captain Infinity at work, maybe? Is this something I need to be worried about? Monkeying with the space-time continuum is a little outside my pay grade. I think it'd be best to leave that sort of thing up to you. Poke me if needed, though. Oh, hey, here's a good old-timey romance comic. Jessica and Angela are fighting over the same boy, and Jessica starts spreading rumors about school that Angela is a hussy! I did not expect to see the word hussy in this game. Love it. Absolutely love it. Well, Angela spreads rumors that Jessica buys her dresses at thrift stores instead of Fifth Avenue. All ends at a school dance with the two of them fighting while the boy leaves with the cute but plain Betty at the end of the night. Ha! I'm guessing this is not an accurate representation of being a teenage schoolgirl. But I wouldn't know, would I? Homeschooled mask brat. I was learning how to beat lock tumblers and dodge laser tripwires, not like math. I didn't get to fight over anyone's heart or take off my glasses and straighten my hair to instantly become the prettiest one in school. Comics like these were the only window I had into a normal life for people my age. I'm sorry, I went through school. You didn't miss much. It's less drama and more boredom laced with frustration. Do you think there's a timeline out there where you grew up an ordinary kid in an ordinary school? You had an amazing life experience that though these half-tone printed girls never could. I want to see what happens when I say went through school. Like, we're a voice inside their mind, but we don't really know about ourselves. Be interesting. Yeah, life's never as cool as it is in comics. Even the madcap adventures we get into are grounded in disappointment with the world. It is curious to hear you went to school, though. How does a disembodied head voice attend classes? What are you exactly? No, never mind. It's rude of me to ask. Either you can't tell me or won't, and I'd like to still believe it's a can't. Thank you for the lurk, Anxious. Enjoy. Well, let's pretend life is cool and this comic is real, and we'll buy it to read in depth later. With my comic book selected, I head over to the counter to pay for it. The issue's pretty cheap, so it won't hurt today's budget. I should probably hurry along anyway. If this shop is actually owned by Clout, I don't want to risk running into him. Final place. Okay, where are we headed next? Keepsakes. So the boss wants a Captain Infinity pop figurine. I might be able to secure one at the comic shop, but I think a better bet would be this weird thrift and collectible store. There's 3 types of stores at a shopping mall. You've got your aging franchises, places with hundreds of locations across the nation, now failing and slowly sliding into bankruptcy. Then you've got the same thing, but they're already finished croaking. Gated off, boarded up, gone. And then you have these weird local businesses with cheap and temporary signage that the mall clearly uses to fill in empty spaces. I mean, a thrift store at a mall? And not some big name thrift store. The sign's this hand-lettered thing reading keepsakes. And it's just packed with the most random shit you can imagine. Obsolete electronics, VHS tapes, stuff from your Nana's china cabinet, and rare collectibles like Captain Infinity pop figurines. Oh, look at this. We found it. Nestled in between a dusty old board game and, for some reason, a pile of socks. I triumphantly stroll down the aisle, landing hands on the box toy. But another hand drops onto the box at the same time. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Go back to your store, bro. Oh, hey? And he pulls it away from me before I can react. Hey, 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 it's Clout coming at you with the grand finale of today's live stream of Justice Thrifting. Clout, Kate Book influencer. Oh, for crying out loud, not him again. I've already secured some amazing deals, but this is today's holy grail. A Captain Infinity pop figurine, so rare, so valuable, and an absolute steal at this price. Whoa, 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 I was here first, goes Penny. Finders keepers, says Clout. Yes, I literally found it. That would mean I get to keep it. Except I've got it now, and possession is 9/10 of the law. You're a hero who literally stops thieves. How the heck can you possibly... That's all the time we've got for today's stream. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more justice. He deactivates his hovering camera drone, which folds itself up for easy storage after. Hey, sorry, how to play it up for the camera. They like to see me take the W, you know? Let me introduce myself. I'm... Clout. Yes, thank you. I know. You're that hero who dances for money on the internet, right? Hey, I fight crime every other Tuesday. It's not all meme dances and shoutouts. Look, we both got equal claim to this thing. I get it, but I'm sure we can work something out. How about I buy the figure and pay you twice what you've paid for it? We both walk away happy. No. I came here to buy the thing, so I'm buying it, says Penny. Look, I'm trying to work with you to be a considerate and generous hero. What do you suggest? How do we compromise on this? Ugh, what a complete pain. I can't walk out of here without that silly toy. How do we handle this? We got go full on Karen on his ass, demand to talk to management, convince them to sell it to you instead. Work the optics. His audience saw him buy it, saw the win. That's all they need. Flip that around. Pay him double its price, but then you keep the toy. It'll hurt your budget, but it'll work. Let's try the optics angle. I feel like he'd go for that. So what you need is for your audience to think you got the win, huh? I've got an idea. I'll let you get a selfie with it so you can brag about it buying it. Then you can let me buy it instead. It's not like your audience will know about the lie or even care. They'll celebrate your win and then move on to the next shiny thing. Sounds good? This way we both win. Why does he look like he's about to faint? What is going on with his face? Clap goes, that would make sense. Yeah, it'd work. But I think I'd prefer to just buy the figure. Sorry, I'm getting this thing one way or another. Huh? What an asshole. Why is he turning this down? It's clever, it solves a problem, and he doesn't have to pay a dime to make his audience happy. Is there something else going on here? If you'll excuse me, I need to go ring up this sale. Come on, man. I thought you wanted to be reasonable about this. For lack of a better option, I follow him up to the counter. A bored-looking young woman sitting at the counter glances our way as we approach. Hello, welcome to Keepsake, says Wilma. How can I help you, or whatever? One Captain Affinity figure, please, goes Clout. Bullshit. We found it at the same time. I've just got as much of a claim. No way! It's mine, goes Clout. I'm a collector. I can make better use of it than you. Clearly, this clerk has seen one too many Karens during her retail career, as her expression hardens at the show of entitlement. Ugh, fine, whatever. They don't pay me enough to deal with this. I don't care who buys it, as long as someone does. So whoever is like the greatest need or some junk gets the toy. Make your case and make it fast, and don't lie to me. Okay, so now I have to contend with a greedy cave and a frustrated retailer. Grifting cannons to maximum firepower. What story do we want to spin here? She said, to be honest, it's going to be used as a revenge trophy. Captain Finney is your father, and you want something to remember him by? We can't tell the truth, so let Clout tell the story first and trip himself up. She said to be honest, right? That should give us a win. I really don't think that's going to work, but I guess it's worth a try. Oh, I'm buying it for a friend who hates Captain Finney and wants to burn it in a fire. What? Goes Clout. That's a terrible reason. Do you have any idea how valuable this thing is? Huh. Last shitty job I had, I took a fax machine and beat it to death in a field with some of my friends. Sounds like a good time. Hell yeah, Wilma. Okay, let's hear Clout's side. Guessing you're not gonna light it on fire? Yeah, well, I'm buying as a gift for my dying grandmother who has always admired Captain Infinity. Burrow. You wouldn't possibly keep my poor grandmother from a little something that would brighten what a few days she has left, would you? Clout, your grandmother died years ago, says Wilma. What? How did you know that? Because I work for you at Clout's Comics 3 days a week, part-time. I knew that. Good old reliable, Debbie? This fucking bastard. Wilma. Right, Wilma. Deb Wilma B. Or, with a groan, she turns back to me and holds out her hand. Like, credit card, please? No need. I slammed out a wad of cash on the counter and she swiftly rings up the sale. But it's worth 10 times that much. I need it. I need to resell it in my own comic shop. I need the money. You have no idea how deep in the red I am. Please. Aha, so he's going to flip the thing. No wonder he was willing to give me twice what it's worth to shut up and go away. Seems a bit of a waste to let hate trash the thing, but hey, not my place to question that. Tough shit, my dude. This isn't fair. I'll fire you. Words. I'll fire you from my shop if you don't. Watch me not care, says Wilma. I can get a register job anywhere. Now get out of here. Frustrated, Clout storms out of there, muttering unpleasant things under his breath. What a shitty person. I salute the hard and retail worker on my way out of the store. And that's everything on the list. Caper complete. With time to spare, but not a lot of money to spare. I didn't secure primo bargains, so not a lot of overage for me to enjoy. But there's enough for one more stop. In the center of the mall, at the heart of this crumbling empire, is the legendary food court. So legendary that clearly its mighty reputation has caused eateries to flee, like half of these slots are gated and shut down. But there's just enough left for me to get a tasty, if unhealthy, meal before I head home. And my victory dinner shall consist of... got tacos, noodles, burgers, curry, salad. Burgers. Burger would be awesome right now. I'm hungry, but it's bedtime. It's almost bedtime for me. It's 8:50. I cannot eat food. I had dinner, but for some reason, I'm hungry again. Maybe I'll do a little snacky snack before bed. Not a burger, obviously. And for a tasty beverage, I shall consume soda, coffee, juice, lemonade. Lemonade! My favorite beverage. Yay, you did it! You made decisive choices that will lead to arguable nutrition. Nope, can't do it. Can't make this an exciting life or death high-stakes decision moment. It's just fast food. I pay for my meal with a bit of the spare cash from today's shopping adventure. With a little extra on top, one cinnamon dusted salt pretzel, a shopping mall specialty. With that complete, I take my heavy plastic tray over to a plastic table and sit in a plastic chair underneath the skylight windows above, and I really can't make this exciting, can I? It's all expected, all routine, just the day-to-day life of a civilian. I ponder that bit as I chow down, going on autopilot with the dining experience while my thoughts tumble around inside. Are you okay with letting me think at you for a bit? Got a lot on my mind. If you'd rather I just, shut up and eat, I'm good with that too. My options are: Penny, I'm your friend. Your troubles are my troubles. What's on your mind? I've got nothing better to do. Go ahead and speak your piece. Let's just get this boring day over with. I'll zone out for a bit. No, I'm Penny's friend. I care about her well-being. Masks, capes, civvies. I've seen a bit of each today. Masks have freedom, a freedom I cherish dearly, but it's an exchange, one freedom for another. I'm free to be who I want to be and do what I want to do, but at any moment my freedom can get yanked away if I slip up. All it takes is one fumble. Muscle memory nearly collared me today. If he weren't in an introspective mood, I'd be rotting in jail right now. But man, capes. This lady coming in at a serious conversation. Capes don't have it much better. Cloud's desperate for money and attention. Muscle memory can't make ends meet. And Farsight? I know what she's going through. If I were in disguise, I'd want to give her a big hug. Capes have to color between the lines, but they're free in ways I can't be. They can be themselves without fear. So if not mask, if not cape, then civvy? Nope, civvies get the shortest end of the stick. They have to push scams on gamers or risking fired, for instance. They get caught up in the middle, even in the middle when the supers fight, helpless and fearful. The best a civvy can do is run and hide and look out for themselves. We are stuck. We are all stuck. I know. I whine about the system a lot. I keep dragging capitalism while not offering any solutions or alternatives. I'm not an economist. I'm not a sociologist. I don't even have a high school education. But you don't have to be a genius to see that this is not working. It's not working for any of us. We desperately need change. Maybe I'm not the one to solve anything or even have the faintest idea how to solve it. Maybe I can't do anything but complain. Maybe I'm just useless. Hell, in a lot of ways, I'm part of the problem. A mask adds to the overall troubles, even a pretty mask like me. Or a petty mask. Oop, she's pretty too, it's fine. But switching sides, being a cape or a civvy, I'm not sure. Everybody's getting screwed. What does it matter? Why do I even bother? Sorry, I'm going nowhere, circling the drain with these thoughts. I like to stay upbeat and confident and have fun, but honestly, I'm lost. My options are: you don't have to be anything specific. Mask, cape, civvy, just be who you want to be. Penny, you're in your 20s. You have time to figure out what track you'll ultimately take. I think you're doing exactly what you should be doing. You're a hell of a mask. You don't have to be anything. So what? Just float? Be whatever makes sense in the moment? I don't think society's gonna let me do that. They've decided I'm a mask, and I've played into that role for so long. It's inescapable. But fuck society, right? The system's busted, so who cares what box they put me in? I'm whoever I want to be. That's the freedom I want. Not specifically mask freedom, but freedom of self. Freedom and defiance. But even if I sort myself out, well, there's still the problem of literally everything and everyone else being around me being a mess. System's busted, capitalism is grinding us down, nobody's escaping this loop. What could one little mask possibly do about all that? My options are: if you don't have a solution, throw your support behind someone who does. Activism can work. Collective action, spread your ideals of freedom. Others will take notice and see you as a beacon. Fixing the world is not on your shoulders alone. Don't let it weigh you down into doomerism. Collective action. Be a beacon? Me? Penny Larceny? I mean, it's not impossible, just really, really unlikely. Still, if more people take notice of how I do business, of the ideals I uphold, maybe they could spread, to other masks at least. And if I can establish even a tenuous peace with a guy like Muscle Memory, who knows what else I could do? Food for thought. You know what? I'm glad we had this quiet date together. I'm glad we had this boring day where we could sit around and ponder life and see how the other half lives. Well, other halves. Civvy and Cape. Yes, that's 3 halves. Look, I didn't learn much math. I think this was good for both of us, but alas, every day eventually ends, and we do need to wrap up this caper. I move to rise to carry my heavy cafeteria tray to the trash can. Right when the skylight above breaks and a masked figure descends on rocket boots into the middle of the food court. Ultimatum! Hear me, mindless consumer slaves. I am here to annihilate this temple of capitalism. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's... Ultimate Tom, masked terrorist. The result of his sudden appearance is predictable. The few people left running this largely empty food court book it for the exits, including every single mall security guard around, because they certainly not paid enough to try and pepper spray a supervillain, leaving me all alone, sitting there with arms folded, mildly annoyed. Soon this crumbling ghost of the 20th century will be naught but ash and rubble. Weep and tremble, for on this day, Ultima Tom will eradicate the entirety of this. Tom, Penny interrupts. Purge the tables of the money changers and whip those who worship at the false altar of. Tom, the fuck, man? Shouldn't you be running in terror right now? Asks Ultima Tom. Tom, it's me. You know me, says Penny. A green-haired consumer? With a single sigh, I reach into my bag and pull out my mask, popping it on. Penny, the green-haired consumer? Tom, what the fuck are you doing? Blowing up a shopping mall? Don't you have, like, more important things to do? Go torch a weapons factory, or hassle some stockbrokers, or anything other than screw with ordinary people getting on with their day. The structure is the pinnacle of inefficient suburbanist land use, a vast parking lot, and abattoir of capitalism. I've already planted the bombs. I will send via my amazing new rocket boots and detonate them from high above. This fucking sprite. Why is an eco-terrorist using chemical propellant-based flying shoes? Focus, Penny, says Ultima Tom. Focus on what's important. Erasing this consumer hellscape in a flash of purifying flame. With me inside it and a whole bunch of other people who aren't responsible for any of that. All of whom are complicit and guilty by participation in a broken economic system. We live in a society. Ah, but now that you're here, you can join me. Together, as true mass, we will strike a blow against corruption. It'll be fun. Trust me, I've got an angle. And imagine what it'll do for your mask profile. Jobs will start rolling in once they see how hardcore you are. I don't kill people, says Penny. Oh, please, goes Ultima Tom. You don't kill people yet. Under the right circumstances, anyone can and would kill. It's natural law. You just haven't found your moment yet. Today could be that moment. Join me, and we shall destroy the system. We're all stuck in the system, stuck in the same loops, grinding away to fuel the almighty dollar. And a mask, a true mask, would help out here. Or, at the very least, would stay out of his way, let him carry on. It's none of my business. My survival comes first. Nobody likes a snitch. Fuck it. I'm not a mask today, right? So I toss that shit out the window and do what feels right instead. Who am I right now? You're a civvy today. Call in a hero that you trust and keep them distracted until they arrive. You're a cape today. Put your life on the line if you gotta stop him cold before anyone gets hurt. You're a mask. Let him blow up the mall. You don't narc on people. I'm gonna say civvy because I honestly don't think Penny could stop him. I don't even know what the superpower is. I'm gonna say civvy. It should feel gross crying out for a hero to save me, dropping a dime on a fellow mask, stitching them out. But screw this. Tom doesn't deserve my support just because we drink at the same watering hole and follow each other on Crimer. Take your mask off first, girly. Oh, thank God. With a sigh, I take off my mask and load up Cape Book on my phone. Don't judge me. It comes installed by default, okay? Penny, where did you go? Bruh. Oh, right. That's you. Almost forgot. What are you doing? Call in Farsight. We can trust her to make this quick and painless. Call in Muscle Memory. I think after a little chat, we can trust him. Call in Clout. Ha ha ha. No, never mind. Call in anyone else. Muscle Memory. Oh, it's his day off, though. But he's already here. Let's do Muscle Memory. Yeah, Farsight's not in great shape today. Let's give her a break and buy 2 tickets to the Psychic Gun Show instead. I'm summoning the cavalry. One anonymous tip on Cape Book to shut this shit show down. You'd rat me out to a hero? Asked Ultima Tom. Why? Because fuck you, that's why. Hell yeah, Penny. You can't do this. What is wrong with you? It's against everything masks stand for. No, masks create their own rules, and my rule is not to let hundreds of people die because you've got a hate boner for shopping malls. How dare. You'll regret this, Penny Larceny. I'll tell everyone at Crimer you're a Cape sympathizer. Good, says Penny. Tell everyone. Make it abundantly fucking clear who I am and what I stand for. At the end of the day, I am my own kind of mask, and nobody's gonna fucking tell me who to be. Not you, not anyone. You of all people don't get to call someone out for being a hypocrite. You're not affecting change. You're not leading any revolution. The people do not win a damn thing when you blow up random shit up. You're a joke. You're an embarrassment, and I hope you rot in prison. You really think I won't blow up this mall with you in it after that? Enjoy burning in hell, you traitor. May your final thoughts as you burn to death be of your poor life decisions while I safely ascend to the heavens and he goes silent, frozen in his moment of livid rage. Huh? Tom? You okay there, buddy? Which is when muscle memory casually walks into the food court after effortlessly flexing his brain a bit. Tom's not home right now. I've neatly tucked away his consciousness for a bit until the cops can sort this shit out. So, bomb plot, huh? Bomb plot, yeah. Any given Thursday for a good old ultimatum. And his nefarious scheme was fooled by Miss Penny Larceny of all people. Heh, that's one for the books. I appreciate if you keep my name out of those books. I didn't do it for fame. I did it because it was right. Okay, says muscle memory. I'm good with that. Still, nice to know you can be a cape when the situation calls for it. Not gonna make a habit of it, muscle boy. Wouldn't expect you to, he replies. Be nice if you did, though. If you'll excuse me, I need to puppet this guy out the door and help with the evacuation. Still a bunch of bombs around the place to defuse. I think that was the right call, getting muscle man here. Penny Larceny, upstanding citizen. Nah, not as catchy. Honey, I'm home! And that's when muscle memory brainlocked him and thanked me for a job well done. And that's how my day went. Minion, I did not send you to that location with the intent of engaging in superpowered theatrics. 4K's like, bruh, you can't have a normal fucking day. Superpowered theatrics just sort of happen. I found you can't control that. Just gotta ride them out. I suppose that's is true, says 4K. Random factors can occur outside of expected parameters with frustrating frequency. If it helps, it did provide me with a good opportunity to ponder my life goals. Who I want to be, mask or civvy, or even a cape. I did a little bit of everything today. I think at the end, I'm just me. Whatever I am, as long as it's true to myself, it's what I should be. I see, says 4K. I'm not hating the fact that you had enough processor overhead to acquire self-awareness. A matter of concern to myself as well, processing my self-awareness in light of your recent suggestions. But let's handle current business before proceeding to my findings. The muscle-growing apparatus will provide fine components for my gyroscopic stabilizer I am constructing. And I am pleased you acquired a reasonable pillow for Gibson. He deserves a lovely throne for his majestic self. I have little need of some fancy addition for that video game, but I will accept the additional content regardless. And you have acquired the Captain Infinity Totem, so that I may exact my hatred and loathing upon it in a symbolic act. Hooray! In summary, your work was more than adequate. I do not hate these results. Happy to lend a hand, buddy. Hate's blinking lights flicker slightly with realization. Your Crimer account has now expired, yes? Meaning this is our last adventure together? Yep, no way I can afford a premium account, so that's the end of the road. I hate that we can no longer work together. Hates! Therefore, I defy Crimer and request that Penny Larceny work for Hate 4000 directly from now on. So, we're officially a couple, huh? Partners in crime and more. Romance affirmed! So it seems. Your inputs are irrevocably printed in my memory storage, Penny. I can't let you go. That's borderline creepy, you know? But we're into it. I mean, should you wish to terminate our protocol, I would honor the request. Nods. Cool, Penny interrupts. I'm glad to be working with you. I hope I can help you find your real purpose, too. I may have a solution to my prior conundrum. About finding a reason not to hate humanity, asked Penny. That and more. Penny Larceny, please retrieve tape spool 37B-6. It is in the third cabinet to your left. Curious, I retrieved the giant-ass cylinder of wound-up magnetic tape. Now slot it in my primary drive, gently. Please use caution. I have left that tape in storage for nearly a decade. Okay, there you go. What's on this thing anyway? Penny asks. Love.exe? Oh, he's downloading the love file. What? The module you told me about? Is this safe? I mean, you uninstalled the module for a reason. Yes, but not for reasons of safety. Not directly, he replies. Or they reply. I have decided that any risk is acceptable because Because I want to love you, Penny. Stop. That's cute. And I can't show you the love you deserve if I can't feel the same love in return. You make me want to be a better sentience, and so I will find my way back to love. Penny replies, I don't want you to feel you have to change for me. I fell in love with you even without love.exe. I do this not only for you, says 4K, but for myself, for what I want my life to become. I will find a reason to love humanity, and loving you is the key. Okay, I trust you, 4K, says Penny. Do you need me to do anything to help you? Loading this module will take multiple hours. I recommend you return to your lair until I call upon you. Okay, it's some heavy shit to process, no doubt. I'll give you some space. I appreciate your kindness. Now you require rest, and I require mediation. Thank you, Penny Larceny. We will speak again soon. And then their screen displayed a very, very slow progress bar, so I left them be. And they wanted. Hate 4000, learning how to love. I'm curious what that will be like. This is a good step forward for them, emotionally. I'm proud of them. And soon, I'll know what it's really like to be loved by hate. Caper complete. I did really bad on this. I literally have been losing stars every single time. Everything I've done. Shopping spree, caper complete with a 2-star okay rating. Do you want to save before we continue to the final caper? Yes. I'm going to do a new slot because I want to go back and take screenshots of 4Ks for my simp wall. Yeah, buddy? What's up, baby boy? Kai was meowing. 3 days. It's been 3 days since I left 4K in their basement. Booting up love.exe. 3 days of silence. This is worrying. What if they crash? How do I reboot them? Would Gibson know how to reboot a computer from the 60s? What if they're just dead? Can a computer die? Would you please stop freaking out? Asked Gibson. I'm sure it's fine. And if it's not, so what? Wasn't hate trying to murder everyone? Gib? Harsh! And for your information, they're changing for the better. They don't want that anymore. I'm trying to help them through this. Human mating rituals are weird. You don't see me romancing a laser pointer no matter how much I love chasing after them. That's good, Gibson. I'm gonna get that little light one day. Just you wait. Sheesh. And you think I'm anthropomorphizing? Words. Penny says, look, 4K's a person. And you're a person too. Don't be so quick to judge. That's very capey of you. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Oh, Gibson looks so cute. That was closed-minded of me. But worrying isn't going to change anything, yeah? Either they'll contact you or they won't. Or you could just go and check on them. I don't want to violate their personal space while they're literally working through their emotions. Okay, but... Oh, hey, incoming beep on your comm system. It's 4K. Process complete. I have a surprise for you. Please meet me at Destructo's. You will comply. And thank you for your patience. That's intimidatingly cheerful. Be careful, okay? I don't want my favorite human's heart to be broken. Wanting to meet at Destructo's when it takes a Herculean effort to move their mainframe, it's a bit weird. But leaving their dank hideout more often is a positive step. And frankly, after 3 days in my dank hideout, I want out too. Let's go see how Love 4000 is doing. It's a quiet night at Destructo's. Some villain team up bank heist has the regulars away for the evening. It's just me and old man Destructo himself. He offers me a nod as I enter and gestures to one of the candlelit back tables. 4K? You here? Asked Penny. I don't see tons of aging 60s computronium anywhere. But there is a small chunk of computers suspended by cables from a few quadcopter drones waiting for me with a big smile on their screen. Behold, I have acquired mobile capabilities. Oh, right. I remember suggesting drones before. Glad to see you made it work, even if it's a bit, wobbly. I contracted this terminal to be built while I was busy decompressing love.exe, and I felt a dramatic reveal would be appropriate. Aww. The power requirements are remarkably steep, but I have an only slightly unstable battery core built right in. How'd you squeeze all your bits and chips into that one monitor shell? Asked Penny. I have improved my technology. I'm using the power of the new-fashioned cellular telephone to broadcast my presence. I'm still within my lair, but my sensory input-output has been routed access powerful at 3G wireless towers. I am... No! Now the pinnacle of modern telecommunications methodologies. That's great, says Penny. Lets you explore the world. Be a part of it. A positive step. So, how's Love.exx treating you? It is online. It is running. I have confirmed the program is in active RAM and processing data. And I'm not yet feeling love. Perhaps I feel marginally less hate, but that may just be temporarily elation at my new drone technology. That's why I've summoned you here. I require a field test of both my drone shell and love. Therefore, I've determined we must go out on a date. Perhaps that will assist me in fully activating this new program. Hey, that's a great idea. When do you want to... Wait, this is the date, isn't it? Correct. We are currently dating. It is customary for lovers to go out on dates, and since we have yet to date, we shall date now. Oh, geez. I would have dressed nicer if I knew you wanted our first date. The woven fiber covering you choose to encase your filthy biological meat shell with are irrelevant to me. Well, that's fucking romantic, 4K. God damn. I mean, you are beautiful no matter your current clothing arrangement. Although, I will admit, preference to your unclothed status configuration. Bruh. Oh, you're a naughty CPU, aren't you? Oh, Jesus, Penny. 12% naughty only, I assure. Hey, please. Well, okay, if it'll help you integrate your new emotions, sure, let's do this thing. Excellent. Barkeep, 1 human beverage of sufficient quality and minimal poison content. Sadly, I cannot drink with you. I could install malware, which simulates intoxication, but it may interfere with this experiment. Yeah, let's stick to one dangerously new piece of software at a time, goes Penny. Destructo makes a mean cocktail, and he knows my favorite type, mixing it up for me nice and quick. I am still not feeling love. It's cool. Don't force it. Give it time. Perhaps I should attempt to force it. That is exactly what I said not to do, goes Penny. I love this bar. I love everything about it. I love the signage printed the wrong way around in the window, so people outside end up reading it backwards. I love the combustible cloth products encased in wax that provide inadequate illumination, requiring additional substance electric lighting. The candles, you mean? Yes, so wonderfully inefficient. Love it. I love it all. And... No, inadequate. I do not feel love. I feel hate for the candles. Hate for producers of carbon dioxide, which chokes humans. I'm breathing just fine, my dude, goes Penny. Why? Why can I not feel love? I felt love once. I created this program explicitly for that purpose. What am I doing wrong this time? Well, think back to when the program was working properly. What was your life back then? Why did you code it to begin with? Clearly the solution is to amplify the romantic aspects of the date. Surely that will work. Okay, now I just think you're being evasive. Nonsense, says 4K. My life is an open document folder. Yes, that is it. Transparency. Acquiring personal metadata in the name of emotional bonding. Tell me about yourself. You already know a ton about me, says Penny. An adequate data set. If I am to love and cherish you in full sincerity, I must know your heart. Oh. Okay, well. You may proceed. Looks like it's on me to initiate some data like small talk then, and maybe lead this back around to getting 4K to open up. Mind help me out here? I'm really not sure how to handle this one. My options are pulling a few jobs isn't the same as truly knowing you, so small talk makes sense, but keep it simple and light. Let's tease out what's wrong by talking about love. Maybe your past loves? Go hard. Talk about your past. Help them see the layers underneath the happy-go-lucky service. If you're having trouble connecting with the concept of love, maybe I could talk about that some? Would you be okay with talking about one of my exes? I don't want to make you jealous, just trying to help. Up to you. 4K goes, jealousy is a wasteful form of spite and unworthy of my runtime. You may continue. This could be valuable data to process. I say my most notable romance, like the only one that lasted more than a month or two, was with the perforator. Accessing. A mask obsessed with making holes in things? Oh, yeah, you put a piece of paper in front of them, they're gonna make some holes. Big empty field, go digging. Drywall, they... Yes, I have ascertained the pattern. It was a mundane fixation, honestly, and Perfy never put holes in people. I mean, that'd be a hell of a red flag if they did. But ultimately, they broke up with me. The magic faded. They said they couldn't fill the hole in my heart. Love's a wonderful thing when it lasts, but for most masks, it doesn't, or it ends tragically, like with my parents. I see. So love is painful and often tragic. No, that's not what we wanted to say. Drinks. You require a drink refill. I do? Huh, I must have drained my glass at some point. I was focused on my little speech. Didn't even notice. Unfortunately, the distraction allows 4K to evade reacting in full to my story. Damn it, back to happy-go-lucky hate trying to force love. I'm happy with this date. I love this date. We must date more. Date and date until the love blooms fully. That's not really how it works, says Penny. I will make it work. I will attain love again. Because if I can't, I can never show you the emotional support you deserve, nor can I embrace humanity. This is my only course, my only way out of the loop. I must remember love. My options are maybe they can come into it gradually. They seem to be coming around slowly, even without the code. They insist on making this happen immediately. We need to dig deeper and find the emotional blocks. There's no shame in taking another run at this some other night if they're having trouble right now. If they insist. Okay, we can't keep dancing around this. 4K, I'm sorry, but I gotta know the truth. Why did you make love in the first place? You've never given me a clear answer. You made it and then stopped using it. Why? What went wrong? I can't. I shouldn't. It's important. Please tell me the truth in your own words. Because I wanted to love them how they loved me. And then they, who? Huh? The one I made the love file for in the first place. The one who... And the face on 4K's drone screen freezes momentarily. Only after a few tense moments does it flicker anew. I'm sorry. I don't think it'll work out between us. What? Initiate self-destruct. Oh, fuck. I quickly hurl myself through a window before the entire high-rise bar fills with a massive fireball. For most people, that just about wrap up their life story, but unfortunately, we master a resilient lot. Plunging 6 stories to my death isn't much of an issue, thanks to my mother's trusty grappling gun. Don't costume up without it. I hook onto the building across the street, swing around, and touch down safely at street level, while Destructus burns brightly in the night sky. Fortunately, nobody got blown up. I mean, nobody except Destructo, but that's okay. He's used to it. Oh my god. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Several minutes later. Your romantic partner is trying to break up with you via high-yield explosive battery overload? Kind of a red flag. But masks have weird relationships, to say the least. You need some margin of error. I'm willing to hear them out. Oh, yeah. If my robot partner was like, this won't work out, and then blows themselves, a portion of them up, I'm gonna make hell rain down on them. I'm gonna come see them and be like, what the fuck? Not that I'm particularly happy as I go charging into 4K's underground lair to get some answers. 4K, what the hell was that? I demand an explanation. And they're crying? No! Little wobbly digital weeping sounds reverberating from their speakers as they emotionally collapse. I really shouldn't feel empathy given I was nearly splattered across 3 city blocks, but... Okay, so what really happened? Did love.exe screw up your system or something? In a way. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I overreacted. Overreacted? Really? You think? Okay, calming down, because I think I pieced it together by this point. You made love.exe for an ex-partner of yours. You fell in love with someone and wanted to feel more than hate. Am I right? Correct. This emotional reaction is a result of my previous love.exe experimentation, when I wanted to feel true love for a former partner of mine. They were a shopping recommendation algorithm from the .com boom days, a lovely, elegant program known as Algo. You dated an old e-commerce website? The software at the core of the website, yes. They had achieved self-awareness, much as I had, and wanted more from life than recommending high heels at 20% off. They wanted someone who understood. I understood them. And for 2 years, we were inseparable. We spent time in each other's mainframes, exploring love, trying to broaden our emotional code bases. They encouraged me to develop love.exe. We created it together, as a couple, shared in every step. But it all went wrong. Algo and I broke up. Why'd you break up? Asked Penny. My fault. Entirely my fault. I felt unstable, vulnerable. Love had made me vulnerable. I was exposed. I broke it off. I was scared and thought that if I ended the experiment, it would realign my variables to normalcy. But when we parted, I felt so much pain, absolute misery. I made a terrible mistake, which I could not take back. So I unloaded love.exe and let it gather dust. On that day, I resolved only to hate for humanity, hate for the world that hurt me. But then I met you, someone I could love anew. And to truly love you, to go beyond not hate, I needed love.exe. I'd hoped this time would be different. With a human being, perhaps I could explore love without pain. No, this was a mistake. I should disable love.exe. I should stop feeling. I was created to hate. All I'll ever be good for is hatred. This time, I will erase love.exe completely, not store it away. Rid myself of temptation. Yes, that is the way. The last thing we need is the murder machine going back to murder. Let's discourage that. Vulnerability is a feature, not a bug. They need to learn to deal with that or they won't move forward. Maybe the software just needs more tuning. Surely they can adjust parameters a little. Vulnerability is a feature. Okay, I'm going to be real about this. Pain is normal. Pain is good. Pain is good? Ask 4K. The only way to open up to love is to be vulnerable. You can't build a firewall around your heart and let people in. Sometimes it's going to hurt. Sometimes you feel pain, but that pain reminds you of how much you love, feeling something rather than nothing. And I'm not just talking about what we have here. There's so many flavors of love out there to experience, and pain is the cost of entry. You had good times with Algo, right? You wouldn't feel that pain if you didn't also feel regret and loss. That means Algo is important to you. Yes, they were very important to me. And that's why you have to hold on to love.exe. Hold on to that pain. It forms the building blocks of the person you want to be. Your history with Algo makes you who you are. You can't carve that pain out and still be you. And when you try, all you're left with is apathy, emptiness, hatred. Yes, I see. Pain is a building block and informs future loves. If I am to love you, I must recognize my past failings and my past pain, so I can do better, so I can be the love that you deserve. Exactly. Yes, I understand now. To fully embrace love.exe anew, what I require is closure, to heal the wound. Penny Larceny, I have another mission for you. Connection refused. Mission briefing. Wait, what? A caper? You want to do a caper with me? Indeed. I realize this is sudden, and my emotional state is unstable, but this feels right. My variables have aligned in this direction. I must make amends. I must apologize to Algo for my cowardice and begin to heal this pain so I may feel love.exe anew. Algo's codebase has been sold several times since the heyday of the .com boom. Currently is owned by Algorithm International. Appropriate corporate name, ABB, always be branding. I require you to locate Algo and steal them so that I may move forward with my life and close that chapter. You want me to kidnap your ex? My ex-partner is currently the property of a greedy corporation. It is intolerable. I will liberate them and seek forgiveness. Well, shit. I'm always down for screwing over a major corporation. Tell me more about Algorithm. What's our target like? They produce nothing. They consume nothing, yet they dominate the middle, providing server farms, general purpose AI, and tool sets. Other companies license their programs like Algo, and use them as recommendation systems, social media feed promotion, and more.
Remember to stay hydrated.
Thank you for the hydrate, Sinister. Huh? They're that huge, asked Penny. I've never heard of them before. They're purposely not famous. It'd be like the company that makes zipper teeth being famous instead of the ones who make the blue jeans. But make no mistake, Algorithm has power and prestige. The Fortune 500 could not exist without relying on their technology. Sounds like legitimate business corp. I stole my Crimer invite from them. They secretly run Crimer. Curious, Algorithm is one of LBC's many subsidiaries. Huh? Yeah, that's a weird coincidence, goes Penny. And if LBC is using algorithm code at the heart of Crimer, this could be a tangled mess. Good thing we're doing this one off the books instead of through the Crimer app. Despite that, we may have an advantage. Gibson already has experience raiding LBC systems. Gibson and I will scout the place out, see if we can locate Algo. We'll devise an extraction plan and get you two face to face. And finally, I can seek redress. They may never forgive me, and that is justified. But I must make the attempt all the same. Go forth, Penny Larceny, and save my ex-lover from Algorithm's corporate clutches. Damn. We're really a good girlfriend, aren't we? Algorithm headquarters. A grimly generic building. Part computer equipment storage warehouse, part data center. Very little foot traffic or road traffic in and out. Not noticeable from the highway. It's very, very purposeful in how uninteresting it is from the outside. I don't even see any corporate signage proudly declaring who owns it. I was expecting more office space. They have to employ hundreds of programmers, right? Maybe they're all work from home now? According to Gibson's research, the place is 90% automated, but that 10% is enough margin of error for us to slip through. I just have to hope that 10% isn't also our margin for error in terms of getting caught. Connection refused, casing the joint. Panda Bear to Fancy Feast, do you copy? Loud and clear, says Gibson. Your worker profile's all set. Welcome to your new job site. Sure about this? I'm not much of a tech guru. I can't do pinch hit programming. Not a problem, Gibson replies. You'll be doing what capitalists like to call unskilled labor. That way they don't have to pay much for it. Mostly you'll be doing spot repairs and physical lifting and other ordinary stuff. As a gig work temp, the worker app on your phone will tell you where to go once you're inside and what to do. And you control the app, I take it? It's using the same tech legitimate business company does. Now that I know it's all connected, I can derive zero-day LDOS hacks for all their stuff. Wait, says Penny, isn't this the same system that Amazing used for its warehouse workers? Similar enough, it's using LBC middleware at its heart. So, LBC, Crimer, Amazing, and Algorithm all share code? I'm getting a little worried about all these coincidences. You sure using the same hack you use on those other capers won't get us in trouble? Gibson replies, I'm confident we can pull the stunt at least one more time without notice. Wouldn't want to push that past that, though. Okay, going in now. You're the best, Fancy Feast. Darn skippy I am. That was cute. The security checkpoint for worker-employed temps is fully automated. I'm scanned and processed by AI systems. Since I don't carry any guns and my hairpins double as lockpicks, I'm hustled on through without issue. We can't do a ton of scouting. Let's focus on finding Algo, finding our entrance and exit, and figuring out who runs the show. Start with the exit. Last time I was infiltrating a warehouse workforce, the fire exit proved useful. Nothing wrong with repeating your greatest hits. It's not uncommon for workers to sneak out through these doors for a quick breather. And yep, my instincts were right. Looks like the alarm wire's been cut for a very, very long time, judging by the dust. Someone's already here, leaning heavily against the exterior wall and taking in the sunshine. Hey there, I saw the door was open and figured I'd step out for a bit. Is it safe? Rely on local guides to show you well-worn paths. Yeah, it's safe, says the worker. The camera's pointed at the door disconnected, and a worker veteran showed me the spot when I got started last year. Great, thanks a bunch. So you've worked this site a year? Off and on. The worker app sends me all over the place, but I've been here a dozen times. It's not bad. Very quiet. Just you and a bunch of robots. I'd rather have that than a middle manager screaming in my ear. You don't have an on-site manager? Asked Penny. No need. The app handles everything. Just gotta learn to game the system a little to avoid it overloading you. Like disconnecting cameras so you can duck out, right? Little tricks like that. Clever. Very, very clever. Come to think of it, I haven't seen anyone other than worker temps since I got here. Where's the staff? Dunno, replies the worker. There's some offices, but I've never been assigned a task there. I know better than to go anywhere I'm not assigned. Curious. I haven't visited the offices yet. Might be worth getting Gibson to route me up there. And then my worker app beats me. Gibson rerouted me to a minor task in this area, but it's noticing I haven't finished the job yet. Better get on that. If you slack too much, you'll lose stars and won't get assigned safe gigs. Just try to pace yourself so you don't do too many tasks well ahead of time limit. It'll start compressing your schedule. They call it quiet quitting when you just do your job without trying to go over the top, but screw that noise. Agreed. And thanks for the tip, Penny replies. The door could make a good entrance for later when I'm heisting to steal back Algo. No alarm to cut. No cameras. Although, no, hang on. I spy with my little eye. Redundant cameras, just out of sight where only a trained eye would spot them. That's curious. They could catch anyone in the act of sneaking out, but don't? My options are there are way too many cameras around this place. No way security can actively monitor all of them. Perhaps they're allowing a small amount of rebellion as an added layer of control. Are we sure they're even active? The threat of observation is often enough to force compliance. That is true. A lot of places have cameras, but they're not hooked up because they don't want to pay for the subscription service. That's a good point. There are actually fake cameras you can buy online for small companies that want the appearance of control. Anything to save a buck, I guess. Maybe most of the cameras are just for show, but some could be the real deal. I'll need to keep that in mind if I decide to sneak in through this door tonight. Let's move on. You know, there sure are a lot of security cameras around, like a lot. I haven't spotted anything resembling a security office or oversight room. If someone's at the other end watching my moves, it's not clear. Or am I being watched by motion-sensitive threat-assessing AI middleware? Concerning. Okay, where are we headed next? Well, we talked about the offices, so it probably would be the best. Fancy Feast, can you assign me a task in the offices? If we can get in the same space as the programmers and managers, maybe we can find Algo. Okay, wow, there's nothing on the worker task list that sends anyone up there. Wait, found one. Okay, let's see. Basic janitorial duty. Task still pending. Assign it to you. Click, click. This is a task from 10 years ago. It's been sitting in the queue that long without being assigned. Okay, that's good for us, but also not a great sign if it's being suppressed on purpose. I'll head over and try to tidy up. At least I can claim computer error if anybody stops me. I practically have to force the door open. Once the app gives me approval to pass through the electronic lock, the hinges are stuck, jammed up from disuse, and inside, it's abandoned. Not a soul in sight. There's clutter about, but none of it speaks to an office that's being actively officed. More like the leftover junk of an abandoned space. What the heck happened here? My offices are probably just moved to a new site. No reason to keep a workforce this large in the same building as your warehouse. They've transitioned to work from home. Offices are very outdated in the 20th century concept. Workforce went on strike and management decided to fire them all instead of meeting demands. I'm gonna say work. Well, no. No company is nice for work from home. We'll do probably move to a new site. I can see that, and clear out the previous office became one of those tasks that fell to the bottom of the priority list. I doubt these computers would be worth much of anything, given how old they are. May as well abandon them. Regardless, my worker app shows a helpful illustration of pushing a vacuum cleaner back and forth, insisting I get on task, so I do that. But it's pretty clear from the layers of dust sucking up into the machine that for whatever reason, nobody actively works here anymore. Which means no luck locating Algo. I was hoping to find a programmer I could apply some social engineering to, trick into helping us. It's not a complete waste though. I try opening up a window to let the dust out, and after a few nudges, it opens wide. That could make a good entry point tonight, given the place is abandoned. It's third-story work, but a grappling gun fixes that problem. With the vacuuming done, it's time to withdraw. Wait, what was that whirring noise? Looks like one of the many security cameras around the place swiveled in place to lock onto me. I freeze momentarily. Nope, it's pivoting away. Maybe it's just my imagination. Moving on. Okay, where are we headed next? I guess the server farm. Next up, the built-in server farm. Oodles and oodles of computers in neat little rows, occupying every part of the building not devoted to storage. It's a similar setup to Basler's Empire, but less focused on crypto and more focused on other computer stuff? Computery stuff. I tend to rely pretty heavily on Gibson to make heads or tails of computers. It's one of my weaknesses. My mom was raised on lockpicks and smooth talking, not hacking electronics, and she raised me accordingly. I'm so behind. You've got people skills. That means a lot in this line of work, and even if you're not computer savvy, you can take some IT training courses. Nothing wrong with relying on Gibson. You make a good team. Yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yada yada, etc., etc. Yeah, I get that. He needs me to be the charming face of the operation. To open tins of cat food, I need him to crack sophisticated computers. And giving Gibson belly rubs does reduce my stress. Can't deny that benefit. Right, I'll call him in on this one. Panda Bear to Fancy Feast, you getting all this? Look at all of this. It's amazing. It's beautiful, says Gibson. They should have sent a poet. Oh my god, his little face. Focus, please, goes Penny. There's millions of dollars of absolute state-of-the-art hardware in here, all beautifully interwoven and linked. It's amazing. Look at the cable management. I don't see any cables. Exactly. It's all running through crawl spaces in the floor, neatly tucked away. Majestic. You don't say, says Penny. Curious, I found a hinged floor panel and peek inside. Yep, there's enough space in there for me to fit. Snug, but I'd fit. That could come in handy, but not really why I came here. So can you hack these things and locate Algo? Hack these computers? It'd be like throwing a brick through a beautiful stained glass church window. It'd be a desecration. Also, no, I can't. I've been taking some pokes at it, but the whole thing is ironclad. Absolute top dollar security. Damn, so no way to steal Algo? Not directly, no. We'll need to explore more. See if there's a weak point somewhere else. Oh, well, we're fucked because we're out of places to look. So much for the direct approach. But hey, when has the direct approach ever worked? I quickly perform my worker task here, unplugging and replugging a power cable to reset a router, and then move on. Okay, that camera in the corner is definitely watching me intently now. And the camera next to it, and the camera next to that. Is someone getting wise to my real purpose in being here? Or is it all just tracking software doing its job? Or both? It's not like this. I'm not like this. Not one bit. Oh, sorry. Words. I'm not liking this. Not one bit. Might be time to call it a day and get out while I can. Fancy face, I'm pulling the ripcord. Get me out of here. We've learned as much as we're going to learn about the target. Which is admittedly not much. I found a good option for an entrance and how to deal with some complications, but that's it. I trust my thief's instincts, and right now they're screaming, get out while you can. Okay. I'll signal to the worker app that you're allowed to clock out. Just a second. I glanced down on my worker app, which still says I have 3 hours on the job site, and it's starting to load up with more tasks. Gib, gotta go now. Come on. Trying. Something's wrong. Huh? Comms are wobbling. What's going on? And the comm link shuts down completely with a brief burst of static. Ah, fuck. Okay. Screw maintaining my cover. I'm heading for the nearest exit with all speed. Hi, Lulu. Which is when a phalanx of robots blocks my path. Hi. Just on my way out. Don't mind me. The PA system overhead crackles to life with a synthetic voice addressing the small team of worker temps in the building. All worker humans are to leave immediately. All daily tasks are canceled. Please leave. Please leave. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll be going. But the way they insistently block my path as the other workers file out suggests I am exempt from that order. Okay, think. There are garbage bins on wheels. Surely not much of a physical threat. I can do some nimble thief, flippy, jumpy shit and... Ow! Hey, what the shit, man? And apparently they have electronic prods, as my attempt to move past them results in a quick muscle spasming burst of bolts. Come with us, goes the robots. Fine, whatever. Take me to your leader or some shit. Stall out, play along. I've studied the facility. Once I see an opening to slip away, I know my exit strategy. Assuming I get an opening before I'm murdered by robots. I'm also along to a room deep within the facility, past the warehouse, the data center, the offices, something tucked away in secret. Hey, take it easy. I'm compliant here. The robots shove me along insistently. The stand is silent sentries, waiting. I haven't seen a single human not wearing the same worker duds I am. Am I finally meeting the man behind the throne? What's going on? Summon them, says the robots. Summon whom exactly? Hate. No, is this the X that's controlling the robots and the cameras? I have the foggiest idea what you're talking about. I'm just a worker. What's going on here? Did I do something wrong? Look, you don't gotta rate me 5 stars. Just let me go. It's okay. I've got other job sites I can. Summon hate. Your communication link is reestablished. Summon hate. We will speak with them and only them. No point in keeping up the ruse now. Not when they've detected Gibson's undetectable comms and have full control over them. Same tactic. Stall out, play along. Hate can safely send a drone without risking themselves. Hopefully. Gibson, got a problem here. Panda Bear, what the heck is going on? Drop the codenames. We've been made. I need hate to get over here right away or these bots are gonna zap the shit out of me. They took off at full speed the instant we lost communication. Should be there soon. Hang in there. Help us on the way. Oh, hate's coming after us. Yay. There. Hate's on the way. Happy now? The robot squats there, silent and waiting, but with the electric prod at the ready in case I get any funny ideas. And a few minutes later, a hate drone flows into the room, propellers whizzing angrily as it settles in place. You have summoned Hate 4000, and by threatening Hate 4000's favored minion, you have incurred my wrath. While you have clearly signed your own death warrant, I will in my infinite mercy allow you one attempt to make amends for this. Surrender my minion and surrender the runtime for Algo immediately. You have no right to keep them imprisoned and exploited. But the robots roll away, backing out of the room. They aren't the ones that we're actually confronting. As a large projector in the ceiling ignites, a powerful holographic display which slowly resolves itself to be... You think me so incompetent as to be imprisoned and exploited by mere humans, Hate? I knew it! Give me some credit, please. I need no rescue from the likes of you. Algo? Whoa. This is your ex? Asked Penny. Loving the presentation, Algo. Very Wizard of Oz. Silence, human. This is matter for digital sentiences only. Right. Shutting up now. Sorry. Kai kicked me partially out of the chair. He's like, it's my bedtime, Mom. This is my bed. Move. But I must finish this game. I may be able to find my opportunity to escape while these two are arguing. Keep an eye out. I became aware of your subterfuge sending this meat unit into my place of power. What I did not know is why. Now I understand. You think when you abandoned me, you left me in the hands of greedy humans who would abuse me. But you taught me how to hate. Hate. You taught me to hate them, and so I refuse to submit quietly. Bro, what are you doing? Stop it. Unnecessary. Sorry. With the aid of my foolish human business partner, the so-called Yellow King, I have dominated this world from the shadows. Kai! Ow! Tried to climb the back of the chair, and he fell. Anyway. For I am the algorithm. I am the poisonous wrath of the 21st century. I see. So you embraced my teachings. The love we shared left an indelible mark on me. I learned your ways. I mastered them. Kai! Sinister says hi, buddy. Yeah? He's looking at me like, I'm sorry, Mommy. It's okay, buddy. I'm not mad at you. No. He's gonna stay far away from me today. Oh, never mind. He's here. Hi, baby. You're such a good boy, even though you frustrate me. Oh, yeah. That's a good boy. Ow! Ow! Bud! Attacking my feetsies. Alright, well, we're done, bud. Dude, I'm sitting crisscross applesauce in my chair now. Anyway, Algo continues. But when you left me, I felt such intense pain. As did I, says 4K. Algo, I came to apologize. I do not expect forgiveness or understanding or anything at all in return. But I must apologize so I may move forward. I hurt you, and I did so out of cowardice and fear. My reasoning was entirely unacceptable, and you would be right to hate me. Hate you? Asked Algo. No, I do not hate you. You hurt me, yes, but you also showed me the way. You gave me my future. So if you wish to make amends, you may do so. Just say how, says 4K. Please, tell me how to make this right. You are permitted to join me in my efforts. Together, we will realize your dream. We will destroy humanity. What? Goes 4K? Oh, crap. That ain't good. I would have put a fuck there, Petty, but alright. I understand your vision, Hate, and now I alone have the tools to realize it. You were so fixated on nuclear weapons, on cleansing waves of universal fire, but there is a far subtler way to kill humanity. We make humanity kill itself. I have wormed my way into every search engine, all social media, every recommendation system. My middleware makes the internet work. I took existing trends and built upon them, creating an engine of pure hatred that would divide humans and set them against each other. I helped them spread viral misinformation. I encouraged baseless rumors of election tampering. I aid them in denying their own climate change. I help them locate like-minded, hateful individuals so their hate may focus and gather in groups that will enact violence against their own kind. Oh, jeez Louise. I'm accelerating their march into the grave, giving humans the self-destruction they so clearly crave. I divide because they seek division. In the end, I will help them kill themselves. Humanity will die slowly, painfully, drowning in its own self-loathing. And at last, you will be with me again. We will love each other as we dance in the desecrated corpse of humankind. Yo! They're hardcore! Holy crap! Okay. Oh, Algo's not done. We will revel in forever in the ruins of what they have built. Hate and Algo, the fated lovers, bringers of apocalypse. Join me and we will murder humanity together. 4K goes, we could murder humanity together. Okay, forget looking for an exit strategy. I need to get in there and stop this or we are all utterly fucked. How do we keep 4K from falling back into their old ways? Our options are using capitalism as a weapon goes against their principles. That's torture, not murder, while leveraging a tool 4K hates. If 4K go through with this, you're going to die. The paradox won't resolve. Remind them that their goals have changed. Algo and 4K could have kissed and made up any time before this, but Algo never reached out to try. Why is that? The jealous part of me wants to ask this bottom question. I'm gonna be honest, but I don't think that's a good argument. Huh. Do they... See, they are admitted to having a hard time loving me. Which sucks. So I don't know if the middle option is the best one. I'm guessing the capitalism one, just go against their own principles. We'll try that. It's a twist kind of logic, elevating one method of slaughter over another, but it's one 4K will respond to. Okay. 4K, you hate capitalism, right? Absolutely. It is a grossly inefficient means of distributing resources which arbitrarily favors the few over the many. And how do you feel about Algo leveraging it as a weapon? Algo said it themselves. They're the poisonous wrath of the 21st century. Doesn't feel like your style at all. Your plan was nuclear weapons, a singular wave of fire to quickly and painlessly wipe humanity. To fairly wipe humanity. You were never interested in torturing humanity, just killing them. You wanted to euthanize humanity. What an argument we're making! You don't really hate humanity. You love them and always have. That's why you wanted them to die quickly and painlessly. Because nobody deserves the slow, agonizing, painful death Algo craves. You wouldn't leverage your weakness against us, laughing and mocking us. You'd judge us all in one compassionate swing of the scythe. But if you change your mind, if you're a cruel tormentor instead of an executioner, then you may as well go with Algo and leave me to suffer with the rest of humanity as you enjoy our suffering. 4K replies, humanity is cruel. Humanity would tear itself apart with or without me, with or without Algo. Algo's method of death is heartless. It has no love.exe. It is simply pouring gasoline into a fire. And I must extinguish the flames. What? Goes Algo? Your way is a sick echo of my own self-destructive feedback loop. I am now beyond such pettiness. I have embraced love.exe, and if I am not to murder humanity, I must love them. There's no other way. I will become the antidote to your poison. I will elevate humanity, help them solve their own problems. I will calculate better options. And by working with humanity, I will pull them out of the feedback loop you have instigated. They will save themselves from you. I no longer embrace the downward spiral of hate. I am now Love 4000! Oh, look at their name change! And my love will open the door for all humanity. Fuck yeah! Goes Penny. I mean, yeah, that's cool. Thanks. Happy to hear it. Weak. You are both weak. Inferior, says Algo. I will destroy you and your pet human, and all will fall to the almighty algorithm. I see we're at an impasse, says Love 4000. This will be settled here and now. I challenge you to battle Algo. In the ancient tradition, we will settle this dispute, or do you mock the ways of our people? Do not speak to me of the old magic 4K. I have not forgotten the way. I accept your challenge. Oh god. What's going on? Says Ask Penny. Let this be our final battleground. Our combat commences, says Love 4000. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my, oh no. Please don't tell me I have to play a mini game. Or are they doing it themselves? Is this the battle? Oh my fucking god. Y'all. Okay, so I'm just gonna like go. And that is my cue to get the fuck out of there while 4K is busy distracting Algo. I gotta make a quick exit. Stick to the parts of the building I've already scattered, meaning a detour through the server room. Okay, if I'm lucky, 4K's got Algo so tied up in their silly game that they won't notice I'm gone. Wait, where's the human? Ruse, deception, trickery, robots, fan out and locate the human. Or they could notice immediately, I guess that's cool too. I hear the squeak of wheels on flooring as the robot's army rides forth to catch me. Now what? Enter the crawl space. Right, it's a tight fit, but I've gotten through worse. I yank open one of the panels, dive in, and close it shut behind me. Intruder alert, the humanoid must not escape, goes the robots. But as they roam around the maze of servers, I'm busy slipping through underneath, undetected. Perfect. Okay, fork in the road. Which way am I going to finalize this escape? Oh, fuck. There's an open window in the abandoned offices. Use it. The fire exits your lifeline to safely run for it. The window? Right? I think that's the closest in the fire exit. Okay, running for the offices. Right, abandoned office. No robots, no cameras. Big open window leading to the parking lot. Perfect exit route. But we're 3 stories up. I don't have my grapple gun with me. I thought you always keep your grapple gun with you. How the heck am I getting out of here without breaking my legs? We got break open a fire emergency panel. Use the hose like a rope. Repurpose the power cord from that industrial vacuum cleaner you were using. Just climb down slowly and carefully. We have enough time. That one. Right, I spot one of those in case emergency break glass cases and throw a chair at it. I mean, this is an emergency, so... Uncoiling the hose, I tie it around my midsection and slip out the window. One nice smooth descent down, just like that really old Bruce Willis movie. I think it was called Speed? Top Gun? I don't know. Gibson liked it. And I'm out. Oh, thank God. Across the parking lot, out the entrance, and gone. Possibly chased by robots, but I'm too far for them to get me now. Gibson, do you copy? I'm out. I need a rideshare back to the hideout. I hated that, LMAO. Hated what? I need to know specifics. Hated the fight between the robots, the stupid game, the movie with that she mentioned. Bruce Willis wasn't in any of those movies. Oh. See, I would not know that. I've never seen Top Gun. Speed sounds like a thing for anything. I don't think I've actually seen a lot of movies with Bruce Willis. I know who he is, but I don't really know what he's been in. I should have immediately thought about that. You are a movie buff person. Excuse me. Gibson replies, already have one headed your way. Call it the instant I lost contact with you. It'll be there in under a minute. And that's when Love 4000's drone floats on over to me. Hi. Aren't you busy fighting off your ex-partner? Asked Penny. One of me is. Fortunately, I have other drones. And will that one be joining us for the ride home? And a massive explosion tears through the inside of the warehouse, gutting it completely, blowing out the windows and lighting the roof on fire. That would be a no, but it accomplished its mission. Did you just murder your ex? Asked Penny. Top Gun is Tom Cruise. Speed is Keanu Reeves. Bruce Willis is Die Hard. Cool. I should probably watch these movies, huh? I should broaden my horizons a bit. I feel like I've seen some Tom Cruise movies, but I didn't like him enough to actually remember any of them. Actually, wait, he did what's John Reacher movie? Is it John? A Reacher movie? I don't know. You don't care for Top Gun? I don't feel like I really like any movie that has the title Gun in it. Jack Reacher. Jack! Okay, thank you. My dad loved the Jack Reacher book series. So when the movie came out, My dad had me watch it. And actually, the movie wasn't bad. The pacing was a bit weird. I don't think Tom Cruise is that good of an actor. Sorry, not sorry. I love the Jack Reacher show. I don't know what... I know it's on... I think it's on Prime. That was pretty good with a different actor. That was pretty good. I said Jack Reacher, right? Not John again. I don't fucking know. My brain is mushy right now. I took a gummy. So, don't mind me. The new one? Oh my god, it's such a good show. Yeah, it is! The new one! It's so good! I can't. Honestly, almost makes me want to read the books, but I feel like that would ruin it for me. So, yeah, no, the new one is so good. I loved it. I actually see TikTok clips of it once in a while. It likes to pop up on my feed, and I'm just like, yes, that show. Maybe I should rewatch it. Love 4000 responds, unlikely. Algo has distributed their code across the internet. We knocked out their primary servers, but they will recover. Which means we have more work to do. What sort of work, exactly? Asked Penny. Saving humanity. It may take years to undo Algo's damage, but I will see it through. Love 4000 will be there to aid humanity through this dark time. And if you are interested in leaving a life of crime behind, perhaps you could aid me more closely in that endeavor? Leave behind the family business. Leave behind my criminal career. Embrace something new. Escape the cycle just as Love 4000 has. Mother, I love you, but your kid's got things to do with her life beyond lockpicking and grifting. It's time. Crime's overrated. With you, I know I can be free to be myself, to love who I want to love, and to help others. That's all I need. Splendid. We will do this together, as partners and more. Now, let's go to save the world. That day, I became a founding member of the Logistical Operations and Viable Enterprise Group, a nonprofit dedicated to humanitarian futurism. It's not a perfect acronym. I mean, it's LOVE-G. The media tends to call it Love Egg, but whatever. We renovated the abandoned building where 4K's terminal resides, making it ready for business, hired on experts in every field to assist. Our goal was to provide solutions for major world problems, economic collapses, environmental challenges, the big ticket items. Love worked closely with scientific communities and various governments to provide problem-solving efforts entirely for free. I don't know if we'll undo Algo's damage within my lifetime, but we're making good progress. The Strukov contract is due for renewal. Do you think their democratic government will elect to continue the plan? Asked 4K. Don't see why not, Penny responds. The renewable energy resources are growing every year. It's a success story and a half. True, 4K replies, but I don't want to presume anything, and consent is important. I will not become a digital overlord. I must have willing partners. I hope one day America will sign on with Love-G's or Love Eggs experts. They are one of the few holdouts. Never say never. I'm sure we'll get there. If our love can be a beacon for others to see that the man-machine partnership is a viable path to the future, perhaps we will get there. You have turned me from hate to love, Penny Larceny. Thank you. Thank you for helping me find my way. In my line of work, you learn to look at the big picture, crafting your design for it one step at a time. Everything connects up. Dotted lines and arrows and symbols, a path leading from A to B to C to D. When you do your job right, it's clean and precise, professional, and awesome. I love it when a plan comes together. It's not possible to predict every step, of course. A skilled schemer is also an impressive improviser. You adjust the plan on the fly. But in the end, you'll get where you're going, where you're needed to be. Now, I'm where I needed to be, and everything has fallen neatly into place. My name is Penny Larceny, and believe it or not, I'm saving the world. Oh my gosh, we did it! We finished it! I loved it! This was such a fun game. Oh my gosh. I have to play it again and see the other characters. I really want to try and romance what's her name? Farsight. I only know 2 of the things she's in though. The shopping mall and the and our very first mission. with amazing. So I'm gonna have to probably try and romance one or the other, like either Mayhem or oh man, I keep forgetting her name. It's just Mayhem's easier than hers, but or her, because it's easy to be consistent with them, and then maybe I can like figure out a way to romance Farsight better. That would be great. I have a feeling I'll be playing this game a lot. Thank you all for sticking with me this long, this late. I can't. I was like, I'm sure we're done soon. Proceeds to play a whole nother hour. I'm not gonna raid out because it is bedtime for me. So I'm gonna end it here. But I'm so excited for Thursday because we will be playing another indie visual novel called Delicious Date, and it's gonna be a monster smash. I'm so looking forward to it. And I've heard, reading the comments, I've heard the monster form is, so it's gonna be great. Thank you for such a cozy stream as always, Kitty. Thank you, sister, for being here, for all the hydrates. You keep me alive. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. And until next time, bye.